right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Psycho's Platters, always powered by coffee each and every time. And I know you're saying to yourself, Psycho, what the hell? It's 9:14 p.m. Central Standard Time. No, we're not going to be up till 3 a.m. I'm not doing that. Probably won't do that one for a while. Could we be up till midnight? Hell, maybe 1 a.m.? Maybe. It all depends on how everything flows around here. That didn't sound right, but not has nothing to do with progressive hand flow. So, oh boy. Anyways, I didn't get all gussied up for you guys. As you could see, unfortunately, currently I am wearing a shirt of a losing team. Damn it. We lost to the Colts by 6. Pisses me off to no end. We started out the gate kind of okay, and then it sucked again, like always. It's really funny. Everybody's comments literally just trickled in within seconds of each other. That's kind of a new one. Hey, so Vag is the first one in today. Mick, I can't believe it. He beat by that much. That much. Dave's here too. That's right. So's Jen. I did alert the Justice League. Of course, I can't. Why would I ever want to get rid of you? I just wasn't sure if you were still doing the Van Buren move with Shannon and all. I'll explain why the time, because I miss when they were good. I really do. I really do. The only time I ever stuck it in people's faces was Super Bowl 20. I didn't even lead up to the 06 against the Colts. I wasn't even cocky because I was nervous at that one. But for the 20 against the Patriots, I just had this feeling we were going to do it, and we were right. You know what? If you would like to be vampy or different vampy, go ahead. Somebody commented in the comments, and I kept it up there for you, that you looked like Gypsy Rose Lee, which I could see that. I don't think that was an insult, so that's why I left it. But Sixth Beatles, so help me. I just get rid of it. I just get rid of anybody's comments that are snarky. Bears with the yeah, back in those days. Like seriously, I would say 83 to about shortly before Dave Wannstedt. Oh my God, what a shit coach. I mean, it wasn't, I guess, all his fault, but still, it was mostly. There he is. Like I said, I alerted about 20 different people here before I got here. See, so there you go. I will put the link up in a couple minutes. I know, you know me. I yap for a couple minutes before we get started on anything else. So, guys, not that you asked, I wanted to give you a medical update because some of you privately have asked for it. And I know some of you people could go, well, couldn't you just answer it privately? Sure, but that I'm being kind of lazy by going off and doing it this way instead of having to answer the between 8 to 10 people over the last 2 weeks, okay? Oh, and Toby Tobins is here. She may or may not make him an appearance. She's over on the teal couch. So I went and got, my first of at least 4 doctor appointments between now and mid-November out of the way. I got to admit I was not a happy camper on it. My blood work came back good because, like I said, the reason why they dragged me in there was because they thought they saw something of question, and that's why they wanted me to do the whole, well, you know what a urologist does. Except I didn't have to get that done today. That's in January. Happy New Year. No, I hate that. See, unfortunately, ladies, you have to deal. We've talked about this before, that you got to do the mammograms and the other thing down below. And I feel twice as bad for you guys, but so help me, anything. No, I can't deal with that. And it always hurts. Always. I don't know how certain individuals could put up with that. Anywho, so Oh, let me finish eating dinner and I'll vamp it up. Da, da, da. Didn't Cher do something like, I'm a vamp, I don't know. I remember VAMP, something about from the Sonny and Cher show or the Cher show or whatever the fuck it was. I was so worried you were going to say Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Ew. Yeah. No. Groovy, how are you? You know what? Last night I went and made an appearance on Dusty Spins for about, what, an hour? That was fun. That was fun. Will you knock it off? And in case any of you people are wondering, hey, Richard, I'm the one that's been torturing Richard, and Richard has felt bad, he says. So, right, you know what? I'll tell you, whether you like Richard or not, I do. Richard was one of the first few people to allow me into their live streaming groups, and he always will have a soft spot in my heart if I had a heart. But everybody knows I don't have a heart. Well, have to is subjective. Some of us fight that and refuse. But it was a good panel of Dusty and Lisa and Tim Allen. Yes, it's not fun, Paul, but it's better than cancer. You're right. And so what? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm probably saying a bit much here for what I'm going to tell you next. But in a way, for you men out there that watch, and guess what? According to my YouTube, I have a lot of men that watch between the ages of 45 and 60. And I do have some women, but it's like 80% men, 20% women. I checked. And so I want to tell the men something if you haven't figured this out already. Yeah, see, I liked the Sonny and Cher show. I did. And the Cher show was okay too. What wasn't cool was Allman and Woman. That was not. Yes, it was very fun. I liked being on there. I got to listen to a lot of Joe Jackson. See, Darren, you should have fucking been listening to the show if he's watching. You would have liked hearing all that Joe Jackson. Yep, fact. Ooh, Allah. For a minute, I thought you said ooh la la. Allah peeps. Me trying to be ghetto is very hilarious. Anyways, William. Yeah, unfortunately, or as fortunately. See, now don't get me wrong, though. Okay. That middle-aged women and up. Oh, yeah. Oh, there was this one I kept, at the Alice concert. Never mind. Royce, how you doing? I am so sorry. Sunday, I did not get to catch on your show, and I know this is going to sound bad, but it was a combination of things. It was, I ended up having to work a little later, mixed with when I got home. I mean, this is my kid's laptop, so he was actually playing WoW. So I am not going to bother him when it's one of his off days and he is playing computer games. It just would not be right. And my old laptop, the one why I had to stop doing live streams, that thing is slowly dying, and there's no way in hell I was even going to attempt a guest appearance. And I don't know, sometimes I can do it on the phone and sometimes I can't. I don't know why. But yes. So anyways, oh, hi. You want to show yourself? Here, come here. Oops, sorry. Here. Do you realize how many people love you out there that you don't even know because you're a cat and you don't quite understand? This cat loves me more than any other cat that I've ever had in my life. And this isn't even my cat. This is my grand cat. This is my furry grand cat. All right, get down. She really does too. I never hated pets. Don't get me wrong. It's just I always told my children, if we don't have the time, the time to take care of them or the money to take care of them, you don't get a pet. I've been like that all my life. Okay, so the thing is that my T cells are down, and I'm a big blubbery bitch, is what I am. And before anybody laughs about this, and if you laugh, I guess that's your prerogative. But for us men, believe it or not, between, the chance of this starting between the ages of 40 and 45, male menopause, it really happens. Now, is that what my doctor said? Not necessarily, but he said I had a bunch of those symptoms. Okay. Look it up yourself at your own leisure. All right. This is not a doctor channel. But what I am saying is that unfortunately, starting next Wednesday, they're going to give me injections to try to boost the T levels up. Maybe some of this fat ass weight will go away. Some of my crab assness. You guys don't get to see how crab ass I get. I'm ashamed of myself. I don't like being like this. Okay. I try, am I putting a facade on in front of you guys? No, because this is therapy. Remember, I love you people legitimately, as Mello would say, fact. Okay. I do. I don't have to kiss ass here, and I don't have to kowtow or whatever the fuck it is. But out there in the real world is a different story. Not saying that this isn't the real world, but can you people understand? I know you can. This is my second pot of coffee today. Okay. And by the way, my doctor knows how much coffee I drink. He does. And but I also told him my frequency is within acceptable levels of urination in the evening. It is. So I just told him, look, I said, some people do drugs. Some people booze it up. This is my vice, and I don't even have to put anything in it. He actually shut up about that. So I'm glad. So Mr. Psycho can keep drinking his coffee whenever the fuck he wants. Now, So, unfortunately, starting next week, it's going to be $95 unless I can get it cheaper. I have to get the medicine myself, which is, I guess, in a liquid form. I take it to the doctor. The doctor shoots me in the ass. Yeah, I know. You didn't want to think that picture. But I'm hoping I can be less crabby, because I don't know about you people out there in the world, but if you can enunciate and you can pronounce and you can explain what you would like in your communication skills clearly to the other person you are speaking to, and they're either not listening or whatever, you sometimes feel like you're talking to a fucking wall. That's what happened at the doctor's office today with the assistant. And I told him before he got out of the damn room, because I had to come in there during the week. That was his words. I said I can only be here on Wednesdays. Wednesday is my only weekday available because I work early. First thing the damn lady says, well, we only do injections Monday and Friday. I said, what did I just tell you? I don't know what I told him before he even left the door and told me no problem. And I went back at him. I said, so now what? Now what? That's as far as my tone got. I said, now what? They went back. They figured it out. We got it taken care of. But this happens a lot in my work, sometimes in life, not too much in my personal relationships. I think people get me, but it's everything else. And I understand I'm not perfect. I'm just a fucking idiot that's fat and going to be 57 Friday. It's my birthday week. We're going to try, believe it or not, do a video every day because my schedule got shifted again. I think part of the reason why I'm being a big bitch this week is because I can't, half of the things that I was going to do, I can't do now. Part of it's financial. The other part is other reasons. Also, please, prayers. I just found out about this around 6 p.m. tonight, my time. Prayers to my little grandbaby, Charlotte. She is back in Springfield. She has rhino and some other ailment. Now, she was born, and the way she was born mixed with, they said that this might happen for a little while, but she's gone past this point. So, and I will not get to see her. And I understand that. And I may not get to see my son either. That's why I wasn't going to do a show Friday. But, so please pray for little Charlotte. She needs to get through this. She is a peas. She will get through this. We will. Right? It's the only way we can do it. I know, I'm sorry that I'm blabbering too long. I appreciate you 22 people that are here. Yeah, and you know what? It's my fault. Thank God they didn't put me on a scale today. Oh my God, I did not want to see. Okay. I have to somehow pull up my bootstraps and go, hey, fat ass, quit eating all the shit that's in front of you just because you're depressed. Thank you. Fact. Mark, I'm not, okay. You know me. I'm not saying this for sympathy. Sympathy is a dime a dozen. But when it comes to my other family members, in the Bible, it does say strength in numbers. It does, which is also a decent 38 special album. I got froze for a second. A decent 38 special album, but mostly that's what's true. Thank you, Elvin. Seriously. Hey, thank you. You know what? Penny Lane in my ears and my eyes. I'm glad you're here. Me and her, we had a nice talk a few days ago, and I appreciate it. James, thank you so much, because she's going to need it. She's not even a year old yet. She's getting there. And I love you people too, and I am not bullshitting. You cannot bullshit bullshitters, okay? I love you guys. I do. I'm glad you're in my world. Shannon is a sweetness baby doll, isn't she? Now, I think I'm done. I'm off my soapbox on that. But like I said, birthday week. Please like and subscribe if you feel like it. If inclined, please donate. That would help also. I'm going to show you guys, this explains the title I'm going to tell you, okay? All Hail the Tapehead. I think you could figure out a little of that title. You bet that I came across 50-cent metal tapes. I'm not talking about 50-cent metal chrome dioxide. 50-cent metal and hair metal tapes. And there's more. I'm split it into, the next episode will show the rest. That is what the title is. See, that was easy. My niece Samantha was born with similar challenges to Charlotte and also went through hell for the first year or two. Yeah, that's what the docs are saying as well for ours. See, and that's what I'm praying for, okay? Oh, speaking of that, there's a really cute video, and no, I'm not going to share it here, of Adeline, who's a couple years old, trying to play guitar. You see, she's got the musical genes in her. She's taking piano lessons, believe it or not, because she loves the piano. Now, the guitar part is, I loved it. It was cute, but I was slightly chuckling. Thank you. Slightly chuckling just how the way she played it, because it would sound like, like me trying to play a guitar. I played the bass. That's funny, right? And I picked these up at I call it a no-name resale shop, okay? So it's not a Salvation Army, Goodwill. I don't have Savers in my area. I wish we did. What's funny? We have a Vincent de Paul church, but we don't have a Vincent de Paul thrift store. That really kind of throws me weird. Thank you, Michael Nolan. I'll tell you, one of the topics I'm going to talk about probably today is an idea about a certain 70s band that's going through turmoil, some unnecessary dramatic turmoil. And actually, truthfully, one of my favorite bands when I was a kid / teenager. And I'm kind of getting really sick of the nonsense of said band. It almost slightly reminds me of another band from the Chicagoland area. Anyways, I did drop up for anybody that cares to. Now, like I said, I know you guys. I normally wouldn't be making shows this late at night because I usually go to bed about between 10:30. All right. Fact, as Miller would say. But of course, being like I don't feel like I've done anything this week. Honestly, I really don't, and it kind of pisses me off. Now my son goes off and he goes, "Well, Dad, you should at least be thankful that you got a week away from work." He is correct on that. My son, who'll be 30 years old in December, he's got a good head on his shoulders sometimes. He really does. That's right. You guys. Now, ladies and gentlemen, maybe. Okay. This man's forehead is famous. Box, I just saw. He's laughing now because, yes, this man's forehead is famous. It's iconic. It's iconic here in the VC. See, I can't do really well. It is. He's strange. He's fantastic. He's another one that is a member of the VC upbringing and fine standing. This guy.
You had to do the Trump thing, didn't you? You had to do Trump.
Well, I don't know. It came to me like a little vision of little dancing powdered donuts in my head. Stuff is getting ready. Just don't dress like Stormy is all I ask.
Now before I even start talking here, is there an echo?
No.
All right, because I did the thing Jen told me to do when we talked how to try and fix that. So there's no echo.
I know that the dawn turns you on. But don't ask me to spray my hair orange, get into a blue suit with a flag tie, and get shot, please.
I'm keeping my mouth.
I know that you like fantasies, but I don't want that one.
I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm
an independent. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I am just, but for some reason, I can do Trumpy.
Hey, Elvin.
Is there another show? Oh, wait a minute. Raging's on tonight. That's probably why. And they could stay there for all I care. Even though there's some of them I don't have issues with.
Who?
William is asking, where are the trolls tonight? I said, Sarah the Raging Tomatoes got a show going right now, I think. So that's probably where they're at. I love it. Mello says, I knew as soon as you said the most famous forehead. At least it wasn't. See, and then we get Kermit the Frog. At least, hold on a second. At least, yes, Kermit the Frog. I like Kermit. He cracks me up.
How's Miss Piggy today, Kermit? How's Miss Piggy today, Kermit?
You know what? Here's the thing. If he was a certain religion, he might get conflicted because then he wouldn't be able to eat pork. So the thing is that notice I didn't say I knew as soon as you said the most famous foreskin because that would be TMI and nobody wants to know or see that. No thanks.
I knew it was TMI. It wasn't Kermit.
Oh, he says he loves your rendition of your song.
Thank you.
Your dog looks bored.
Oh, you see my dog over there? He's all the way in my bed.
They could stay there and miss BB After Dark. That's right. Because BB After Dark is an extremely hot program, ladies and gentlemen, in the VC, in the Psycho Platter.
I don't know who I know who Sarah. I don't know who I know who Sarah is, but I don't know who. And I actually like Sarah, but I don't know who half these people are you're talking about.
The trolls that are in Never Mind. Never mind, you came late to the game. Yeah, your dog does
Yeah,
look
I guess
bored.
I did.
I do see this. Hang on a minute. Yeah, your dog is not exactly looking too. He's running around in circles
Oh,
trying to
there he is.
figure
He's
out.
going to sleep. He's going to
He's
sleep. It's his
he's
bedtime.
he's dreaming of Harry carrying himself. Hello there, everybody. This is
Yeah.
Harry Carey. A
Oh, there
woof,
he is.
woof, woof, woof. I'm gonna
He's,
Steve
he's,
Stone myself.
he's
Oh
he's
yes,
licking my pillow. He's
ladies
licking
and
my pillow.
gentlemen. Wait, you're disturbing my introduction, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, from the representative of Hillbilly, I found my thrill
On Hill.
on Hillbilly Hill. Hillbilly Hill,
How's
let's
it
do it
go?
on there.
How's it going, you some bitches?
Mountain
How's it?
Dew and
How's that?
Swill.
How's that clamp it to it? How's that clamp it to him down there?
Yes, because leather makes any broadcast better.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike.
God, you make me
Hey,
want to
Mike.
go lesbian.
You make me want to what?
Go.
You dropped for a second there. Go what?
Let's see that leather. Let me
Yes.
spank it. Leather. Let me spank it. Hi, James.
And whips in a
And
chain. See, but here's the thing, though. Immediately, I'm thinking of that song from Rat. I want a woman, not some little girl.
I was thinking of denim and leather, but okay.
Oh, it's from Saxon. Denim and
Yeah.
leather.
The movie The Boxer has the Scorpions as their background music.
You want
Love
it?
the
Okay.
Scorpion.
Yes, here's my impression. Oh, God, hang on.
Oh, please give me another impression. Please. You already got me hot and bothered with Donald Trump.
Oh God.
That's
Does it
wonderful.
bother you? 'Cause
Here
I was
is
trying to
my
put-
impression of Claus Maine. Hello, everybody. We're Claus Maine of the Scorpions.
All right.
Oh,
Hey Paul.
they
All right,
rock
Paul.
you tonight. Rock you like a
You want-
hurricane.
You want me to show you something? You want me to show you something so that everybody can laugh at me, Paul?
Like you mean like we always do? Go ahead.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah, I know. And it's not Michael Jackson. This is gonna get way. I'm gonna get harassed way more for this.
You mean more than normal? Oh, look, it's a sponge boob.
Oh.
Give me the full picture. There he is.
He looks like he's trying to be Ray Charles. What's the deal with that?
He
I don't
looks
know.
like
This is the way Funko does his guys. I don't get it.
Being a diehard metalhead, I approve your pick, Mark says of Jed. Hellbent
There's
for
my-
leather,
my big
indeed.
SpongeBob. My big
Hell-
SpongeBob.
Look at Jed goes, what the fuck? He looks possessed. He looks like he's possessed and he's spun. That's what he looks like. Bolton.
As long as he cleans mold and mildew away, I'm happy with him.
That's the only horse. That's the only horse he'll go with.
That's the way they do SpongeBob's eyes. I don't get it. All the SpongeBob Funkos are like that. I have another one whose eyes are like that.
See, Mr. Krabs is a pimp. Most people don't know that.
Uh,
SpongeBob, me boy.
I did.
Yes, me buddy.
you do a good Mr. Krabs.
He does, yeah. Every
Yeah.
impression that Paul does just gets me right to the core. I mean, you know, sometimes
Really? Is
I
that
dream about
right?
yes.
I can't do any impressions.
If I had a driver's license, I would be visiting you at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Push up, bro.
You think I'd be able to do Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson because I've only watched 10 movies of their interviews.
Happy birthday to me. I live in a tree.
Just like a monkey.
Is
I
it your
look, like,
birthday?
I look like the monkey, but not Davy. You know, and Jen,
Yeah,
I
I
have to
gotta
tell you
get
something about this. Oh, I wasn't a little
Bring it
happy
on,
with
Jen.
Amazon.
Bring it on.
Ooh.
Let's
I gotta
see
get
that.
that. I gotta get that.
What's going on now? Damn it!
I said I gotta get that Davy Jones thing. I love Davy. He's my second favorite monkey. I mean, he's my favorite monkey. So
Okay, so hang on a minute. So we'll we'll do the stupid
Wait.
Davy song for the moment here.
Okay.
I'm your turbo lover. Oh, see, that's just going to be the ongoing thing. Davy Jones' estate released that Judas Priest cover. We want to hear it. Now the monkey fans are going to be going.
Turbo lover.
Monkey fans and geeks are gonna be like, wait a minute, there really is a Judas Priest cover of him singing Turbo Lover. We have to find this now. It'll be on Zilch. They'll be talking about it on Zilch next week. I love Zilch. In case you people don't know, I actually have been mentioned on Zilch a handful of times. That's how I know the monkey community loves me, and I love the monkey community.
I know that you should have at least 3 new viewers tonight because I gave them a view and a link.
I don't really know anybody from the monkeys community except I guess you and Jen would be the only people I know. I don't
That's all
really
you
know
really need to
anybody
know.
from. I just like the music. I've never been in the.
See, all you need to know is me and Jed, Andrew Sandoval, and maybe Ken Mills, and a few others. That's it.
I'm sorry, please forgive my smoking. I have no manners.
Smoke them if you got them, honey.
Smoke them if you got it, because it's going down.
No, not him. Why? Oh no, not him. Why?
Did you say going down, Shannon?
Yes. Her name is. I'm not sure what the proper pronouns are to use, but LP does this song called "Lost on You."
Oh,
and
okay, LP. Yes.
LP. I love LP.
The fandom is scary. You're better off. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Jen.
Sometimes it's graphic.
I've heard. I know some of the story. I know some of the stories you've told me, Jen, and it does sound off. So I'll keep that in mind.
See, no, but that's the thing, though. Okay, it's like, all right, just trying to like make a comparison for a guy. Okay, not saying that there are men that I mean, I love the monkeys. We've talked about this, but I'm talking about really love them. Okay, that's their objective. as long as they are not being too pervy. But that would be like, let's say, myself as a man going after Joan Jett or like Lita Ford or Izzy Hale from Hailstorm or what's that chick's name from Nightwish? I mean, there's a few that are smoking hot, and I'm just sitting there going, now, ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you this. This is true. This is a psycho true tale, ladies and gentlemen. Not Disaster Piece Theater. I wasn't prepared for Disaster Piece, but I will bring up something in a minute about that. But I have only ever hit up on 2 rock and roll women. Yes, she disappeared. And the 2 rock and roll women was the hot redheaded bass player from Taddy Porter, which is a very popular band in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area that I know cut a CD or 2 in the O's. They opened for Candlebox when they were here around 2010, and so I was trying to hit up with her like the whole damn show. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. It wasn't Taddy Porter. I'm a fucking idiot. She worked for Cowboy Mouth. She was the hot redheaded bass player for Cowboy Mouth. And
I don't know any people these.
Well, that's okay. And Susan Cowsill from the Cowsills.
I love her. Well,
and just to be fair, we're not talking when she was 10, you sickos. We're talking about 2010, roughly. I know you guys can't see it very well, but I do have a poster. It's a little wrinkled, unfortunately, and crinkled, from the RFD TV studios in Branson, which no longer exists. That got shut down in the last, I think COVID took it out. But all 4 surviving Cowsills are signed on that. There you are. Susan Cowsill is hot. And I mean, I wasn't trying to be creepy. There's a photograph of myself with all 4 of the Cowsills. It's not a great shot because this camera was starting to go bad. It's a little grainy, but I'll admit, in my defense, the lighting wasn't really that good in where they took the pictures. So I kind of half said to her, but not like whispering in her ear, but I'm pretty close. And I said, hey, I'll tell you what I should have done, and maybe I would have had a better shot, is I should have went, because I think I had the money for this. IHOP was across the street, 24/7. Okay. And I should have went and said to all four of them, hey, if after the show, if you want, I'll treat you all to Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruities, all four of you. Just find me at the table with my son. We'll have a grand old time for an hour, hour and a half before you got to go.
I would have done that in a second.
I know. But instead, I went for Susan. I said, hey, I'm, just thought I'd let you know I'm across the street, because I was in the Best Western. And I said, with my son, I said, we're gonna be, chillaxing, door open, everything. I'm like, you and whoever you want to bring, we'll have a drink before you got to scram over to the next town. See, I wasn't trying to be I tried to be very cordial, but yet not creepy. And the only reason why, Fonzie Pons, that this stream rocks ass is because of you guys. Yes, I've seen Fonzie Pons. I like your avatar, by the way, Fonzie Pons. That is from Office Space, Mr. Michael Bolton. I love that movie. I'm glad they didn't do a sequel. They were talking about doing it for years. Now tell us how hot Emma Watson. You know what? She is now, though, isn't she? But for me to mention that would be pretty pervy about, oh, look at that Harry Potter. But that's it's like, those keyboard warriors that were in their mama's basements probably did that. Sure, not sire. No, I get what you're saying. James Farley, hey, King James. I
embarrassed myself in front of Jim Florentine last week.
Oh, yeah. Would you please tell us the story? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make you big here for a minute. Richard got to meet, wasn't it two of them at that metal show? You met Jim Florentine.
Yeah, it was John Jameson and Jim Florentine.
Yes. Now, I love that metal show, ladies and gentlemen.
And I embarrassed myself.
Hold on a second. But that metal show, which they used to do with Eddie Trunk, okay, I used to love watching that.
It was fun because Eddie Trunk was here the night before doing one of his speaking shows, and I wanted to go.
Hey,
baby!
But I couldn't make
doll.
But I couldn't make it.
I love my Shannon bug. Shannon's such a sweet bug.
Okay, wait a minute. You're not wrong. There was a countdown to Emma Watson's 18th birthday.
Yeah,
right?
Same thing with the Olsen twins. They were doing the same thing.
Yeah, fact. Unfortunately, fact back then, but I wasn't in there.
I'll tell you what, Shannon. You were talking about getting hot and bothered. You look great tonight, girl. You were getting me hot and bothered.
What?
Oh boy!
Stop.
Put out the
you
fire.
Do. You look good. You look great.
House.
Well,
I don't know, something about a girl pulling her hair out. Just does something.
Now, Mello, be a gentleman. Be a gentleman, Mello. Be a gentleman.
Why?
I didn't say nothing wrong.
You didn't say anything wrong, Richard. Just because
I would say nothing wrong.
You have to go.
I'm complimenting Shannon. She's she knows.
Anyways, Richard.
I'm just messing with him.
I know, Richard.
Bothered.
Yes.
He did the Donald Trump. Yes, let's hear the story.
Please, Richard, tell us the story about Florentine and the 2/3 of that metal show.
You're going to be doing that Trump thing all night just to irritate me, aren't you?
Maybe. It is not a guarantee, but it's huge chance.
I also met Jim Florentine and Don Jameson at the same time at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club, and I got a picture with them, which if I knew you were talking, I would have dug it out. I'll have to dig it out, but I met both in 2010.
Quit. Sorry.
Mom?
And my mother won't let me wear my Everybody Is Awful t-shirt out in public. She said, "You're not wearing that. That says everybody's awful. You're not allowed to wear that."
Hold
Tell
on.
her it's my birthday. Tell her it's my birthday. Bring her now.
Oh, the tramp?
Sure, why not? Tell her it's going to be my birthday Friday. I want an appearance.
Okay, well,
Yeah, so
Not saying you're not enough, because you are way over enough. But the fact of the matter is, I figure since this is my birthday on my show, or our show, excuse me, forgive me for sounding possessive.
I'm wearing shorts today, so.
Ooh, well, we're going to want to see that too. Wear shorts.
oh, no. Who I love shorts.
Nobody wants to see Richard wear short bike shorts.
Oh, believe me, I know. Believe me, I know that. Yeah,
Or me,
I know.
or me either. Nobody wants to see my moose knuckle. Trust me, no one wants to see. Oh yeah, James. What was the password from earlier you showed me? I did not mean to neglect you, but for the moment, the password is moose knuckle.
Paul said it's his birthday.
Oh,
He
and I
would
did,
really
and I
like
did
to
get, and I
get
did get
it.
fucked with during the Florentine did
No?
fuck.
No, she said no.
What the holy hell? What did I ever do to her?
I don't
Apparently not enough. That's not
All
cool.
right.
That was not cool. That
No.
was not cool. I give it a
Not
Roman
publicly.
down.
Oh,
Not
good album.
publicly.
Hang on,
Good
I'm trying
album.
to get one mellow.
That one's
That's,
autographed.
Under is a gift. Is that?
And then you got this one autographed by both Don Jameson and Jim Florentine. Terrorizing telemarketers. This is hysterical.
Yeah,
This is hysterical right there. So I got them to sign it the day I met them. Awesome.
All right, Mr. Richard, it's your turn to tell the story of this last week.
Well, I did embarrass myself because I kind of fanboyed over them.
I can't believe that for any
day. I did. Well, no, I fanboyed over Florentine because I love Don Jameson, but Florentine's my favorite. So I was kind of hanging around with him. And then this idiot guy, Mark Madden, who has his sports channel on the one of the local radio channels, he apparently he's friends with him. And he came in, and I knew he was going to fuck things up for me. And he starts talking to him, and they start getting into this conversation. And I go over there, and I'm trying to get involved in the conversation because I want to talk to Florentine, about crank anchors and that metal show.
Yeah.
And,
he's genius. And now he's on Gutfeld a lot.
Yeah. I've seen him on Gutfeld. Yeah. And this guy, they just kept talking, and this guy, he's a total idiot. I mean, they've probably never heard a show, but he's an idiot. And they just, so I didn't really get to talk to him that much. But I was over there trying to talk to him. And at one point, he asked me to go over and ask one of the comedian that opened for them if he was going to give them a ride home. So I knew then I was kind of getting on his nerves.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but he was a good sport about. He was a good sport about it. I mean, they were both really nice. I mean, I think Florentine's anger thing is just like a character thing. He wasn't anything like that when I met him. Because I was kind of intimidated because I love his podcast, and I was a little intimidated by him, like to go up and talk to him. I was wondering, like, is that really how he is? But he wasn't really anything like that. And he did fuck with me during the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you up front?
No, he did.
You were up front?
Yeah, I was right up front. And I did talk to him a little bit before the show. I told him, I told him,
you made it easy for him.
Yeah.
I told him,
I got the perfect guy.
Now we know you're easy.
I have a disability, but I love special ed, and I think special ed's hilarious. I think you get a hard time for that. I think it's hilarious.
You're lucky he didn't ask you to go on tour with him.
The password is get security.
But then I guess he saw me in the audience, so then he knew who I was, and because I talked to him before, and he was screwing with me during the show.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is very, very cool.
Yeah.
So you guess I saw the pic. I thought the picture of you guys were great. I saw that, and then you said you got some stuff signed for yourself.
Yeah, I got an autograph.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The only two comics at the comedy club that I have gone to see all the people in the past that probably treated me very, very nice.
Yes.
Jim Brewer. Jim Brewer was very awesome gentleman. And if
I saw that metal tour he did like back in the late 90s or whatever it was when he had the band with him and everything. Man, he was fantastic. Talking about Metallica. Oh my God.
He was doing some of that too, but this was like after the COVID started. So of course you know that what's going to also be up there, and that's fine and dandy. I have no complaints about that. Hi, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
And then the second one would have been, oh my God, my mind is already mush, but Todd Packer from The Office, the guy who plays him, and he was acting in character, but
right.
I got to see David before anybody else did because I know Bill, the comedy club owner. Okay, he's a good guy, and Shannon's been there. Shannon and I went to a comedy show.
I was going to say that whoever the opener guy was, I don't remember his name, and that's sad.
Oh my God,
that guy. Remember your name. We're from the area of Walmart. Started.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. He told so many damn Walmart people jokes. I mean, I was generally belly laughing, and
remember that opener blurted out something about it was to me, I thought it was a very tasteful joke about Jewish people, and there was a lot of people booed, including me, and I'm going, and I never heard boos in all the times I've ever been in that comedy club, but I'm like, you just crossed a line you shouldn't have crossed. And
not in Arkansas, not in Arkansas.
Yeah. But now I should let you guys know that the Grove, which is the name of this comedy club, you are not allowed to heckle. There are some comedy clubs that you can be part of the audience. Now you can clap, you can maybe go hey or rock on or whatever, but you cannot heckle. If you try to, they'll give you one warning and then throw your ass out.
Wow.
That's just how it is. They're very tough on this. That's why the Grove is one of the best comedy clubs in Northwest Arkansas. That's not a commercial, it's just a fact.
Right.
So
I'm the opposite to everybody else. When I go see a comedian, I want them to fuck with me. I want them to screw with me. I want them to come at me.
Please make your mama jokes.
You get your wish, Richard.
Your mama jokes. You know,
everybody else seems so scared that they're gonna come make. I'm like, so what? They let them come in. What's the big deal?
Here's your sister joke. Your sister is so short. Yeah, shush. I know what your sister is so short that she can hang glide off a Dorito.
That was true.
There you go.
Yes, that was your freebie today, guys. But so yeah, I mean, Shannon and I, where we sat at the comedy club, was maybe the second closest that oh God, what are you doing with that hair?
I'm sorry. It just hit me right in the gut. That's your sister joking. So I was I gotta hold my belly. Yeah. That is.
Oh my God. Anyways,
that shit is stiff right there.
That's what. Never mind. So
stiffy.
Yeah, exactly. Kevin Nealon was probably the closest. I was, and the tickets I didn't realize. We were
Kevin Nealon's great.
Believe it or not, he didn't. He did go after some people in the audience, but you know what? Not us, because we really were enthralled with some of the stories he was talking about. But we got to meet him afterwards, me and Donna. And Donna's a hugger. She just loves, like, she won't hug any celebrity. But I mean, like, if they give off good vibes. And the first thing I remember her telling, because this was wintertime, and I'm wearing my Svengoolie long sleeve. That's all I needed. And so I just shake his hand and get a picture with him. And she hugs him and she goes, afterwards, we're heading to the thing. And she's like, a little bony. And I'm like, well, there's not much to Kevin Nealon. What do you expect?
Yeah, right.
I'm calling bullshit because Donna would have thrown Mr. Groom, down on the floor. She gave him a rose for God's sake.
No. We don't want to talk about that story. Please
Okay.
don't. Okay. And that's wrestling, by the way, not but we won't talk about that, please. That's all I'm going to say. So and I just because if she was up here, that'd be one thing, but I'm not doing that.
No, you're correct.
No, it's
Correct.
all good. Thank you. So and then the second comic was oh my god. Oh yeah, so Todd Packer, David, whatever the hell is it? He was on SNL for a year. He played. Oh my God, guys, help me out. Mid-90s, he played this Southern. Anyways, great guy. So he shows up though when it's only me and the comedy club owner, and they're nice enough that sometimes I can get my DVD covers signed. So I just happen to have them spread out on the table in front of me, and Bill's going, he goes, he's not going to sign off. I said, I don't expect him to. It's just I believe in choice and whatever you're comfortable with. And I always ask for personalized anyway. It's not like I'm going to turn around, and it's not all just for me. I'll put them like to Donna or to Scott or whoever I do this. Okay, this is just so it's not all for me. In fact, I think I end up on average with 1 to 2, and I'm fine with that. And so he happens to show up, but I didn't see him, and he goes to me almost in my ear and says, "Is this asshole bothering you?" And I turned over like, "Hey," I said, "It's you." And I'm like, and he's sitting there. I have a picture of this on my old phone anyway, but Facebook, there's a picture of me and him. And so he's signing these things, and he gets to the one movie. Oh my God, he's a serious character. Guys, help me out with this one. He was so great in this one. This is the one. Like his character it was him and his girlfriend. He was kind of being sleazy. He meets the 2 guys in the bar and goes off and says, "I will give you like $5,000 or $50,000 if you'll do this." And the first one, they almost have to beat each other up to get to the thing to get the money. Okay. And it's a dark comedy. Oh, is it ever? But I highly recommend it.
Really?
I wish Jen was up here because she could pull it up right away and tell me the name of the thing. And I said this to his face because I saw it the night before I met him. I said,
"What's his name?"
That's what we
no. Oh, you can't. Yeah,
hang
David something.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Paul's brain doesn't work too much anymore. It never has in the first place. I appreciate you 33 people being here. But if you're an Office fan, you guys are going to know who I'm talking about, Todd Packer. And, he comes out over here every year now. It's just I try not to torture.
David Koechner?
That's it, David Koechner. So with David, he was, like I said, extremely nice. But what I'm getting at is that his appearance was a week after when he got pulled over in Kentucky on his way to a Comic-Con, and he had, unfortunately, a DUI.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, oh, boy, So, hang on, I spelled it wrong. Geez, he's 62 years old. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and so the thing is that, T-Bone and half of the musical duo, the Naked Trucker. So he for the year he was in SNL, he used to do all this.
I don't know if I remember that. I don't know if I saw that one.
And of course, he was in Anchorman 1 and 2, and he's been in every damn Will Ferrell, Ricky Bobby. He's been in a bunch of those.
Right.
But I'm trying to get to the movie here that I really, really like. What?
Am I the only one who thinks Will Ferrell is overrated?
No, I'm not a really big fan of Will Ferrell.
I liked his old stuff. I like
him in a few movies, but not.
He gets tiring. He's tiring after a while. Like he plays, he's too much. And then you see what kind of person he really is in real life, and then it just turns you off even more.
He was really good, and thank you for smoking.
Talladega Nights was good. Alpha was good, and God, I can't think. Okay. There's more ones I like.
Okay, look.
I mean, Anchorman was probably his best film. The first Anchorman.
Old school.
There she is.
Oh my!
Good enough.
That's it. That's it. I'm
Hello
gone.
there. Yeah.
Wee.
Hi, Jen. Wow,
I'm telling
I
you.
don't recognize you. I haven't.
See,
I don't
BG
recognize you.
duck.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm thinking about this. I really have been thinking about this idea. I don't know how I would pull it off, but I would like to
That's
do.
what she said.
Yeah. It's unfortunately it's too late for this year to pull this off because you would have had to go to the printer by now. I would love to have, if I could find, I don't know if I could, and even if I couldn't find 12 different ladies of the VC, I could maybe do multiples. And I would love to have a calendar of women of the VC, and it would go to charity. The money, all the money would go to charity. And I mean, it could be tastefully done. It maybe doesn't have to be tastefully done. It doesn't matter because it wouldn't go through obvious regular channels. But I'm getting myself ticked off here because I'm trying to figure out the damn title of this movie.
How have you been, Jen? I haven't talked to you in a while.
We're not going there.
Yeah, well,
We're leaving it at that.
hey, is Gaga doing a new album?
Yes, it comes out Friday.
It is who?
Comes out this Friday.
Lady Gaga. Yeah, it's supposed to be a companion piece to the new Joker movie. Not a soundtrack. It's called Harlequin.
Dang
Yeah,
on.
I messaged you about that last night because I saw something about it and I didn't know anything about it. So
Yeah.
Cool.
So once again, Katy Perry's light gets squashed by Gaga, which is just fine because her album sucked. So, and I want my 32 minutes back.
Honestly, these stars are trying too hard. That's really what the problem
I
is.
love Gaga.
Yeah, but Gaga is consistently good, and I'll defend her to the death.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. I love Gaga.
I can only handle so much of her too.
Well, you're a guy. So.
Cheap Thrills.
Yeah, that's true.
Cheap Thrills 2013. Put that on your highly recommended movie list to watch. It is. You will be pleasantly surprised. It is a dark comedy, and there is a little bit of scary element. Cheap Thrills with David Kershaw.
I thought you were talking about.
You will all enjoy it. I'm
As
serious.
opposed to Don Kershaw on Prime Video.
I think it's
I thought you
Kushner.
were talking about the Big Brother and the Holding Company album, Cheap Thrills.
No, Janice has no involvement in this. Rest in peace, Nick Gravenites. Also, rest in peace, Tommy Cash. He died this week too. Johnny's brother.
Masterpiece Theater.
Rest in peace.
Maybe for
Tito
birthday, but the rest of you,
Okay.
thank you.
No.
She makes me miss my shit.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that, including nobody wants to see that, including me. So
Okay, so hang on a minute. So we could get Jen, we could get Shenanigans, we can get Groovy Lisa,
we might get Sarah.
We can get Sarah.
Sharon.
Crispy Treat. We could get who?
Sharon.
Who's Sharon?
We're sharing it. Wasn't it Sharon P or something like that?
What?
Sharon P.
Sharon Osbourne?
No.
I'm having a brain fart. Okay.
So I could think of like 6 or 7. Oh, sorry, I finally just saw you there. I'm sorry, I didn't see you till just now. All right.
Oh.
So
hey, what's going on, guys?
There he is. What's up, brother?
5 more women we could put on the Women of the VC charity
Hey, Will.
calendar so that we could all have something to drool and spank over for the whole year.
This show usually does it for me.
Boy.
So what's going on? I just was cleaning up after my DJ set, and I saw a Beetle Babe looking all like Catwoman. So what's up with that?
Paul's birthday.
You should have been here the other night.
It's Paul's birthday week. Paul's birthday will be Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I did bring the hairbrush.
Yay.
Oh boy!
As my inner self goes.
Hey Trish, how you doing, dude?
Yes, Will.
I'm just gonna ask: is this like a little Halloween sneak peek or something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right on. So what's
That's not right.
Tell me more about this lady in black thing you got going
This
on?
is honestly just like I did a test run of it on the last night stream over here, just to see how it looked with the makeup before committing to it for all of October on my channel. And then I liked it so much, I was like,
I
oh,
like
for
it.
sure. Because I
All
was going to
of
say
October.
nothing. I was just going to do it, answer no questions about it. And then
Damn,
November
she
1st,
could
back
do
to normal, like nothing ever happened, and never answer a single word, just to confuse people.
Just do it.
There you go.
I'm going to.
So did
That's
you
different
dye
one
your
for
TV
hair,
and
or is
black.
this a wig?
Thinking about
What was
doing a
that?
scary movie thing in October.
Did you dye your hair, or is it?
No,
Are
it's
you wearing
a
a?
It's
Oh,
a wig.
okay, okay.
No. As much as I would love the black, you can't go over black with anything, and I have
Wait,
commitment issues. Therefore,
That's
Yeah,
actually
right.
just a wig. That is actually just a wig.
I would agree,
it's
Kim.
just a
No,
wig.
it literally
That's
looks.
half of
It
what took
literally
me so
looks.
long to get up here is I have to arrange it and get it just right.
It literally looks like you just dyed your hair solid black.
Yeah.
Like, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that a wig looks that
A
authentic.
$10 wig, no less.
Could
Yeah,
Jen
I'm
and
impressed-
William
I'm
be our
impressed that a
next
wig
power
looks that
couple?
authentic.
Like
After
actually,
Robin
the
Crispy.
blonde
Lord knows.
one I have looks even more realistic because it has like the darker roots and everything. It was also just as cheap.
That was
So
I was
beautiful.
thinking
I
about,
like it
I was
cheap.
thinking
a
about doing a
collection
horror
of them for
thing.
reasons. So
I was thinking
I
about
like
doing
it
a horror movie thing for Halloween, maybe review one a month.
there you go.
For Halloween.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
because
I was
I mean,
thinking about it.
usually for October, they're not all horror movies, but it's like either horror movies, Halloween TV specials, or
Yeah.
movies, but just something that feels October-y in general for each day of the month.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, Richard, I'm thinking of doing a thing for Halloween, like a Halloween online party. Are you in?
All
If I
right, you
take-
better play.
Richard.
You better play Thriller at least 150 times.
Okay.
That was Michael
will do,
Jackson's
will
Halloween
do.
on the list for this year, by the
But
way,
my
Richard.
point is, Richard,
Oh,
if I take off
are
work
you
for
talking
this-
about the animated thing? I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
if I take off work for this, Richard, you better be there.
See, Trish, Superman couldn't see through. Oh, actually, would that work? He can't see through lead.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do a review of the Michael Jackson Halloween thing?
Hey,
Yeah.
look, it's my
Cool,
alternate picture.
cool.
Hey, Poof. Stay away
What,
from hair color.
They're putting out a new Michael Jackson product?
Oh no, it's not. It's been out since 2017.
Oh,
Speaking
okay.
of Michael Jackson, today, okay, if any of you people are wrestling fans, like at least half of us are out here, I have been watching Juggalo TV is back, and they got about 6 weekly episodes, and there was a wrestler. He was in a 6-man tag. Okay, his name was Santana Jackson, and he looks like Michael Jackson, does the moves.
Really?
And while he's wrestling, he'll go, and I'm like, I've seen this guy before.
Are you serious? So you're saying he's like
Right,
he's the equivalent?
Why do I want to see this? Why do I want to see this? I don't know why.
We need to see
He's
this.
in episode 6, the new one.
You're saying it's like the equivalent to the honky tonk man of Elvis.
Yes, but this guy really does play the part. Now get this though. I missed this one. God, I wish they would have had the tape for this. So he won one of his matches prior in the Juggalo TV or Juggalo League when somehow I don't know how people figured this out after he did it, but somehow they knew that, and this is indoors, so how this worked, I don't know, that there was a full moon that day that match was going to happen. So Santana Jackson gets knocked out of the ring, and he's gone. Nobody knows where he's. I wish there was film footage for this. This ticks me off.
Oh wow!
And so so he's out for a couple minutes, comes back up, looking like the werewolf Michael Jackson in Thriller. And I'm going, where is this footage? I want to see that. And they beat the shit out of the opponent, and I'm like, yes.
Wow.
Go through.
You got a gimmick going on there.
Like one of his moves is the Thriller, and one of his moves is the moonwalk, and gets him.
That's hysterical.
Hey, not to change the subject totally, but
I killed a spider.
Mason, you've got to play the ghost video all the way through on Halloween.
No
under your
problem.
Halloween theme.
Yeah, because I was debating. I was debating this last couple of weeks. Am I gonna? Because my work requires me to. If I'm taking an off day, it requires at least 2 weeks notice. And I'm like, am I gonna actually? If I do this, is it gonna be worth it? Are people actually gonna come to this?
Well, you gotta play the ghost video in its entirety, the whole entire 40-minute video.
Kimba and Trish. How many does that make it up to now? About 8, Jen?
8 what?
Ladies. So now we have 8 ladies. We need 4 more different ones for the Women of the VC 2026 calendar.
Did
You know, I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't complain. It's not a bad number here for about 10, 20, 10:30 at night here my time.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But I was gonna say, do you know? Have you guys ever heard of Michael Trapson on Instagram? He's got not kidding. He has like a few million followers, or he used to, and he had his account terminated like for legal reasons. But it's this guy. He looks exactly like Michael Jackson, and then he dresses up like him too, and then he'll mimic like scenes from his music videos and like do
Really?
parody songs or whatever.
Can you still find him?
Think you should be able to find. Yeah, just type in Michael Trapson. I think he has an account now, but I know whatever Epic or whatever label holds Michael Jackson's estate had his Instagram account shut down because it was for copyright infringement. Yeah, it's like that dead on. That this guy looks like Michael Jackson. It's no joke.
That's serious too, man.
Yeah.
Because he must be good.
Yeah,
That's what I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Tito. Rest in peace, Tito. My second favorite Jackson.
Yeah.
Scoozy.
Tito Jackson, yeah.
That's why I said Count Rachel and Scoozy.
Okay, fine, whatever. Oh God, I'm dead. 10.
You
So
could
we
have
have
them on
10.
the same page. You could have them on the same page if need be.
That's right.
Rich.
There you go. 9.
Hey, Richard. Richard, can you name?
What?
Psycho
Richard,
has
can you
broken
name
my heart
all?
so many times telling me who died. It's like, what? They're dead?
What?
Yes.
Oh my
So am
God.
I inside.
This is like my. No, you're not.
I've been dead inside for
Find
years.
out.
Oh, we're all a little dead inside, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Disaster Piece Theater, man.
Disaster piece.
Hey, Richard,
I
can
got
you
called a
name
liar.
all the Jacksons?
What?
And it shouldn't be funny, but it is. I'm going to spill it. Speaking of impersonators, I was going to dress up like Superman for Halloween, but I'm having trouble finding a wheelchair. Well, I'm going to tell you something, B-hole. It
I got you on the wheelchair.
having a bullet hole in the back of your skull, like George Reeves. Yes. And some salsa dressed like Tostito. But yes, see, so we could get
What's he grabbing?
in the calendar. We could get
What's he getting?
this gorgeous, beautiful one. Oh, not you, Will.
Oh,
Sorry,
come
Will.
on now.
Sorry, Will. The squares dropped when I wasn't looking.
Oh, God.
We could get this.
I'll get you back to that, Paul.
And, oh, of course you will. Everybody does it. You and not Richard.
Something.
It's certainly not Paula, which I could put a fucking wig on and be.
You can be Pauline.
Nobody wants to see these movies. Nobody wants to see that. Not even women. Shannon's seen my movies. I'm surprised she's not blind.
They're not as big as Davy Jones's were.
They don't.
Oh, God, that's it.
He doesn't have much
signal.
areola.
I've lost my signal back when I was 13.
I agree with you on that, Paul. I'd rather look at women than myself any day. I agree with you about that.
Of course, women are God's beautiful works of art. And you know what? Before you people go off and go, well, what about the fat ones? Guess what? It doesn't matter because it's called Rubenesque for you art people.
Hey, Paul, let me ask you something. How tall are you, Paul?
5'11".
Really, I was gonna say, I see you standing next to some of these wrestlers in these pictures you're posting, and you look like as big as some of those wrestlers.
Decent drink of water. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
exactly a foot shorter, so.
I'm saying you got some good size to you, so you look like you can get in the ring.
Well, I will admit about the good size. Some women have said that. As far as for getting in the ring, not with the way my knees are. Maybe,
Oh, not now. Yeah, not now.
okay,
If
okay. So
50s, you know.
I can't believe I'm going to tell you this story, but you know what? I wouldn't make myself big for this story, but I'm going to anyway, and then I'm going to go get some more coffee.
Because I'm gonna take a
So
puff.
you do that. Have another hit of fresh air. So do we have to paint the color of the scene here in the early 2000s? I was still in Illinois, just got done with we're like almost done with the divorce, single dad. You know, the kids come over on the weekends and Wednesdays. I've got 2 jobs, almost 3 going at once. My buddy Nathan he bought a wrestling ring. He starts a wrestling company, which does exist. It's on Facebook, and he does occasional shows. He actually has had former WWF, WWE, ECW, WCW. So
That's
he's
impressive.
got pipeline in for people. But
Nice.
I went off and I'm like, Nathan, if you ever really get this off the ground, I would be honored, I said, to be a manager. I said,
Yeah,
if
that would
I
be
want
cool.
to be the biggest, I used to look half decent, ladies and gentlemen, 20 plus years ago. Not so much now. Although I guess I could almost give that Faustian look, if you will, now. But if I played it right. So 20 plus years ago, I said, Nathan, I said, I want to be an asshole manager because the heels get the best heat. That's the ones that everybody hates. They get, blah, blah, blah. It's cute to be a baby face. It's great to be a baby face. Everyone loves the baby face. Well, 90% of the people. But there's the people that root for the villain are in the minority, but I kind of respect them because that's how it works. But in other words, you're still playing into the game. You are playing into the real game, okay? So
Right.
what I wanted to do was I was going to be christened Mighty Psycho. I was going to be a manager, and I said, and he knew bunches of different women. Some of them, yes, were strippers, things like that. I said, look, Nathan, I said, here's what I'd like to do. I said, I want 2 of them. I said, I want a blonde and a brunette. I said, and how I would work this is that they would come to the ring and I would have them on dog leashes from each side of me. And then they would have to hold the ropes open so that I could walk in. And then
Right. Like that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Playboy Buddy Rose. Like Playboy Buddy Rose.
Yes, and I would go off and go, all right, you're done. I have no use for you anymore. And then just everybody be like, you can go away, you whores. Boo. And then just look at the crowd and go, like Woodstock, Illinois, will say, because this would have been one of the buildings.
I hope
you idiots in Woodstock, you stupid hit back thing. Groundhog Day's the only thing your town is known for. Boo. I mean, because anyways. So the thing is with Nathan, I would have said, okay, look, obviously I need to know how to talk the talk and walk the walk. I said, so I need people to train me how to at least properly take a chair shot occasionally, or like a whack, because I mean, I can't be untouchable.
Right.
Right.
But it's like just I need somebody to teach me how to do this to make it look convincing. I said, hell, if I have to, I'll even blade once in a blue moon just to cut and make color. I said because people who hate me, they'll love it that the guy is down on the ground.
Blading will only work if you're sweating. Like you have to have sweat for it to blend in. If you don't have the sweat, it's not going to bleed out and make it look.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like I told you, I don't have the physique for wrestling. Okay, but neither did Bobby. Well, Bobby the Brain Heenan used to be a wrestler, but old day, more recent,
yeah.
Before he died of cancer, and Mouth of the South Heart, Harvey Whippleman.
Look at the Grand Wizard. Look at the Grand Wizard.
Yes, and so the thing is that sure there'd be like maybe one match every couple years. Hey, get your ass in this ring along with your protege here. He goes, it's going to be a tag team. And then, of course, I'd be the chicken shit because that's how it works. I'd go in only when the other guy's down and then almost get him to 2.5, and then he'd kick out. And then I'd run back really quick and smack because I'm like, I don't want the abuse. See, that's
what was the one guy's name? The Funk dude, Brother Funk, or He was
You talking about Terry Funk?
not Terry Funk. He was a manager,
Really?
the black manager, but he was like skinny. He was he managed in the the heck was his name? Slick. I said Funk. Slick.
Slick. Yeah.
He's still around. Slick's still around.
Yeah.
He is.
He was kind of not a wrestler either.
No, he wasn't. But see, that's what I'm saying. I only need to learn a couple moves just to get going and get through.
You already got the moves. You got moves like Jagger.
Yeah, but not like Santana Jackson. I'm telling you guys, watch Juggalo Wrestling. It's episode 6, the newest one.
All right, I'll watch it.
I don't remember that, Dan. I'm sorry.
Do you remember when they put the championship belt on our corner? I reached down and started tightening my damn boots laces, and was like, they did not just fucking do that.
She wanted to swipe that belt. Oh my God. She kept looking at that belt like she was going to run off with it. And don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't get your don't do it. And then the manager who was dressed like $1 million, he was flashing his rigs at his fucking, I think he really had a Rolex, either that, or if you looked really, really close with the microscope, and if it said Rolex, which probably was most likely what it was, and he was like showing like flashy jewelry, and like she's trying to like pretend come on to him, and he's just like, you in your dreams, and then walks away, and she like gets it. Oh God. Taking matches. Yeah.
Hey, Paul, I was at Madison Square Garden.
Did you get that shit at the pawn shop?
Probably. Madison Square Garden.
I was at Madison Square Garden, and it was The Rock versus Mankind. It was The Rock versus Mankind in like 96 or whatever, maybe 97. And I was like front row watching that match. And I was like by the corner of the turnbuckle, that area. And literally, The Rock won the match, and he came up, literally, and he lifted up his arm, and literally his ball popped out of his shorts.
Oh, that's gross.
And he stood there not even realizing that his ball was hanging out. Oh my God.
I bet he realized it. That's why they pulled it from everywhere, because they didn't want the controversy of the dude's nuts that were out right behind the
Oh, it was so hysterical, my God. When he finally realized, he just kind of gave like an almost like, hey, he fixed it and shit. But people were taking all kinds of pictures of it and stuff. He even mentioned it on like Conan O'Brien or one of those shows how his ball popped out. It was so funny.
He wanted to show you what he was cooking.
Yeah, he had no idea.
Once my ball popped
out. I love him with Kevin Hart. Him and Kevin Hart.
I heard that. What? Your ball popped out.
Once.
What?
What?
I'm gonna get some coffee. You guys yip yap, and then we're gonna talk about the title of today's episode.
Yes, let's.
Oh yeah, right.
We digress.
Hey, so Melody, when did you see The Rock? When did that action all happen? Like what year?
That was like 96, maybe. I've been to a lot of wrestling up until the 2000s, really. From 74 all the way to 2000s, I used to go all the time.
Okay, so wait, 96 would have been like the Rocky Maivia years, though, right?
All right, maybe it was like 98 then, late 97. It was right after he turned in from it was just as he was becoming The Rock, really. It was like the Nation of Domination, and when he was with Ahmed Johnson and Savio Vega. No, Savio Vega he was fighting with. The day that I saw Rocky Maivia fight Savio Vega in Atlantic City, at the same day, it was Undertaker and Bret Hart. And literally, while the main event was going on, I seen Savio Vega walking towards a garage. And my ex at the time, I was like, come on, babe, let's go. I see Savio Vega over there. We're running, and we go see where Savio Vega, it's the garage. And as we're going out there, all of a sudden, Vince McMahon walks up to Savio Vega, and me and my girl were like, holy moly. She's immediately looking at her purse, trying to find something, trying to find something to write with and shit. And next thing you know, she only could get an eyeliner. So I had my program and the page, and I handed it to Savio, and I handed Vince McMahon. And at the time, I told Vince McMahon, you gotta beat WCW. And he goes, oh yeah, we're gonna do it. I'll never forget that.
That's funny. No, I saw Monday Night Raw like right around that time. It would have been like August '98, and it would have been The Rock. It would have been Stone Cold versus The Undertaker on the way to Highway to Hell.
I remember that, man. Definitely.
I haven't watched wrestling since I've been a little kid.
Those are the golden years for me. I mean, really, those are the best days.
Yeah, those were the. I mean, wrestling really hasn't been the same ever since then. And
I can't even follow it really.
Yeah,
I try catching the pay-per-views, but the pay-per-views even are just like I start losing track of who the new wrestlers are. Yeah. So half the show I'm like kind of bored just from figuring out who's who.
This is the first year in many years that I didn't even watch WrestleMania.
Right. Yeah, I caught just clips of it. I didn't watch the whole thing either. Now it's 2 days. Everything is 2 days now on these things. It's ridiculous.
That's why I can't watch it. It's like too long, and it's like I remember. It started going like,
it's too much. You know, like it's no different than Paul McCartney putting out a crate. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to make it so that.
Well, wait a minute. Yeah, he has put out the 45 thing, but he hasn't put out a crate yet. That was George Harrison. And then Lennon put out
not yet. I meant John Lennon. I meant the John Lennon cube. That's what I meant.
Yeah, you made a mistake mentioning McCartney in front of this guy.
Sorry, I you know what I meant though. I'm saying it's the same kind of thing. They're trying to give you so much for your buck so they can charge you a lot of buck. You know what I mean? It's like they give it to you.
But he does. Richard does have a point. Richard does have a point. Right. I've heard stuff about like that George Harrison Uber stuff was like ridiculously expensive.
It is. It's only making it so the rich people can, you have to have money to enjoy that. And then the ones that like can afford it, they're dangling in front of the ones that can't. You know what I mean? It's like, and then the ones that get it free, they even dangle it more in front of the ones that had to pay for it.
Yeah, but
somebody
to your point,
they're like, "So you're gonna buy the All Things Must Pass Uber set?" And I told them, "Fuck no."
Yeah. Or it's like even do you guys remember Van Morrison just had like a triple album, but it was like got terrible reviews? It's like, why not focus on like a 1 LP that's really good instead of like, I mean, I guess I didn't listen to it, so I don't want to be the judge of it, but I heard a lot of Van Morrison fans were saying it was, pretty much of a flop, flop album. So
you made a great point here. I'm really glad that you said that, because this just came into my brain, and I think other individuals here, including the gentleman on the bottom, will probably agree with this statement. A lot of people were excited originally in the mid 2010s when from Rhino Records, the Van Halen Live in Tokyo release was going to come out. And then I heard the tracks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I finally figured out that David Lee Roth lost it, but the rest of them were on fire. The musicianship was great on that album, and David sucked.
Are you surprised?
And 3 albums. 3 albums. Now Rhino can't even get rid of it. They even put it on like almost like clearance, and they still can't get rid of it. I'm like,
really?
Well, I have no sympathy for Rhino.
Yeah, me neither.
For Rhino either, but I love Van Halen, and I'm like, boy, what a misstep. If they were going to play that game, they should have at least done the live 2007, 2008. David was a lot better in those, that's for sure.
The best thing David Lee Roth ever did was, well, I can't even say he ever did, but Howard Stern had an impersonator of David Lee Roth singing, instead of Just a Gigolo, it's called I'm Getting Friggin' Old, and it is the most funniest, hysterical thing. He talks about liver spots and all kinds of shit. If you can find it, you can even find it. It's so hard to find that song.
I bet you guys
I love that song. Just a Gigolo. I love
what my favorite David Lee Roth thing is.
Go look up Getting Friggin' Old. It's so funny.
Now I'm gonna give Paul a quick minute to guess what my favorite David Lee Roth thing is.
Oh God.
Just a
Let's see, I know you pretty well, man. Let me see if I can figure it out.
I can't stand that EP. That's what killed
that
Van
one
Halen.
Back to back
was that
with like
EP.
the original one night on the karaoke streams, Richard. I think I did both of them
What?
back to back. Just
I may have requested David Lee Roth. I can't remember.
Yeah, because I think I did the Louis Prima one first, and then you requested the David Lee Roth one. I was like, okay,
David
we
Lee
can
Roth,
do
yeah, I
both.
And don't get me wrong, truthfully, if you are into DLR solo, what you only really need, in this idiot's humble opinion,
Eat him and
hang on a
smile.
minute, Will. I didn't even get to say. Will, I didn't even get to see.
That's just a quick flash. I wasn't meaning to take the attention away.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, we love when you show stuff, brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, carry on.
Thank you. No. So, I mean, as far
Are
as
the
for
karaoke
DLR,
queens
Eat 'em
coming
and
back
Smile, Skyscraper, and
Are the karaoke queens coming back?
Eventually. I don't know when.
yeah, and the DLR band with Betty Page on the cover of it, because Slam Dunk sounds like a Van Halen outtake. It is that good, and it's got John 5 on it for guitar. John 5, we may not exactly like that he's in Motley Crue right now because he could deserve better. He disappeared.
I think isn't John 5 just one of those session musicians anymore?
I'm not mad at that. If you got a chance to take that gig, you're gonna take it.
Yeah, but like if you go, okay, not to totally change the subject, but did you guys see the personnel that was all on that new Dolly Parton box set? It was like
Dolly box set. I didn't know anything about Dolly box set.
I didn't know there was a box set.
No, like last Christmas time they put out like some Dolly Parton box. It was like a 4 LP and it was a bunch of cover songs, and it was just like
the rock album thing she did.
Rockstar, yeah, yeah. So, but
that thing.
If you look at the personnel on that, it's got like. It's like a super group. It's got like John 5. It's got like I think Dave Navarro or something. And then it's the same. It's like basically the same personnel that's on the last Ozzy Osbourne album. And then there's another. There's like this kind of studio super group kind of going on right now. Like I kind of caught on that like you know. It's like, you know, these musicians are kind of getting old in age, and so they are sort of playing like musical bands, they do
that. I see that with Mike Portnoy a lot. Mike Portnoy and Billy Sheehan, and even like Joe Satriani. Like these guys will go in from project to project. You know, even Zakk Wylde, he got in on the Pantera thing. You know, like they all interchange now.
It's like Steely Dan Asia, but like a nursing home. But
now you're speaking my language. I love Asia. Asia's one of my favorite.
No, but it's like, you think about like the amount of session musicians. Like I think there's so many. Like John 5 probably recorded like 36 guitar solos, and it's just like on file. And so like, all right, Ozzy Osbourne session next. Throw in a random John 5 solo, and they put him in as credit or something like that. I mean, you could technically do that kind of stuff for years to come, but
honestly, I gotta say, I'm not really into that new Ozzy song.
I think a lot of that new stuff where like they are sort of playing like super group or musical musician or like interchanging musicians. A lot of that stuff is just like watered down, and you can tell.
But here's like a perfect example, like. They have, Zakk Wylde is in that new video they made. He's got another guitar player. I think it's Steve Stevens. And literally, it's the typical Zakk Wylde squeal on the guitar is in the song. And it's like, you can't have a song now without a squeal in it. Like, Ozzy's like linked to the squeal guitar technique that I just think it's like kind of cliche. And it's always the same, you put that compared to Randy Rhoads, and that band of Blizzard of Oz and Dire of a Madman. There's no comparison. Even the Jakey Lee band with Bark of the Moon, like
you are talking like 30 years difference though, but
right.
That's what I do with, what I used to do with my son John and Phil Collins or Genesis. I play the game.
Oh, now you're speaking my language, Paul.
Yes, hang on. So I would play the game with John, and I would say, okay, Randy or Zach, and it would be on the radio, whatever the fuck it would be. And 9 times out of 10, he actually would get it right because he knew, of course, about Zach doing the whammy going,
right.
But then, Shot in the Dark, Bark at the Moon, and I'm going, Randy or Zach? And he tried to guess it. I go, trick question, motherfucker, it's Jakey Lee. He's like, you son of a bitch. And I'm like, and, Jakey deserved better. Oh, Jake deserves.
Yeah, he did.
But
But I'll tell you what, Badlands is a badass band.
He's
one of the greatest singers of all time.
Yeah, no, you can't really replace Randy Rhoads, but he was a pretty solid replacement.
J.Q. Lee had his own flavor.
Yeah. Real quick.
Wait a minute. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Wait. And
Betty
B.
She's so freaked out right now, but she's like,
now I remember
you. You sound like
now I remember what I now I
like
remember what I now I remember what I was going to say. I love your Instagram post with her.
So
You're making her
beautiful.
listen to Davy Jones.
You could put that in the calendar like Betty White had with her her dogs.
You bet.
Who mentioned John 5?
All right, let me bring her back to Daddy.
I saw John 5. I saw John 5 twice. The solo band.
Was turned on to them in rehab. Don't make me go to rehab.
Oh, look at that. Look at that kitty.
But I'm telling you, that was some of.
Love Cat.
And I love a guitar player. I own 4 guitars. Lita, Patsy, Christina, and one that I don't remember because I bought it when I was drunk, but it's a Rich Bitch Warlock.
Lita Ford will have played that.
That's
Melody. I Love LA, but I don't know that one. I'll have to add that one to the list.
Mark, you think J.Q. Lee is better than Randy Rhoads?
I was done when I heard John. I mean,
I don't think so. Not in my opinion.
Well,
Randy was so unique. I mean, J.Q. Lee is definitely. I mean, honestly, Brad Gillis had to be the one to actually fill in for Randy on "Speak of the Devil." He had to learn all of Randy's solos, leave Night Ranger for a little while, and I give kudos to Brad Gillis because you listen to that "Speak of the Devil" album, he nails some Randy Rhoads solos incredibly.
David,
incredibly.
Answer that question. No, she is not, because she has never been allowed near them.
I would like
I
to take
your
a quick
Instagram
opportunity
post,
if I
Dave
might be able to.
What was that, sir?
I would like to take a quick opportunity, if I might be able to, before the subject matter gets changed.
Yes, go on.
Show some things.
Oh, yes, please. Hey, God.
So this is only because, partially to mess with Richard, because he
has a favorite hobby here.
This man has a strong hatred for Genesis and Phil Collins, and I really don't understand why. So, just to mess with you, Richard.
Oh, fuck.
I love that album. That is a great transitional album.
I don't even know what that is.
And that was Genesis' Trick of the Tail, followed by.
I just sold that LP.
No, oh, God, help me.
You know, it's no fun being an illegal alien.
Oh, here.
All over that.
Don't start.
And with a little solo work here.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
But he changed it to old Phil Collins. The sad, dejected Phil Collins.
So that's all I have.
No.
Phil Collins /
You know why he looks like that now? Because he doesn't have an easy lover. That was
horrible. I just wanted to do that to make
that was a cheap shot, but it works.
Fuck you, Paul.
You like McCartney, but you don't like Phil Collins.
John says he saw Ozzy with Randy and Brad Gillis.
Oh, lucky you, man.
I talked to Brad, actually, back in 2004. And
that's pretty cool.
If I can find the damn picture, I'll show it sometime. His eyes are rolled up in the back of his head while he's doing this solo. It's an outdoor concert. And after the show, I said to him, I took a picture of you when you were just like doing that guitar thing. I said, you look possessed. I said, now I know why Ozzy hired you in 82. And he chuckled on that shit. And that's when he told me, he goes, yeah, you know, he goes, I'll be honest with you, Paul. If I didn't have Night Ranger, the rest of the band trying to get that recording contract, I probably would have stayed with Ozzy for probably another year or two. That's what he said back then. So I don't know.
Hey,
he's probably right.
Hey, Mason. I got Michael here. He protected me from Phil Collins. He protected me.
Okay, I gotta address something. I gotta address something with you, Richard.
Oh boy.
SpongeBob.
Oh, look at that.
I'm an idiot. Who is that?
This is Taylor Swift.
God
Really?
damn it!
No, it's not.
I thought that was Rod Stewart.
It does almost look like Stewart, doesn't it? Almost.
That was a
Yeah, I
good
can
one.
see it. The satanic priestess himself.
You know, Richard, you love that album "Press to Play" so much. Well, you know who produced
I do
Phil,
love
most
Press
of
to
Phil
Play.
Collins? You know who produced most of Phil Collins' solo work? The same guy that co-produced "Press to Play." Because I was looking up the name right there. You might be able to see it.
Hugh Padgham.
So there you go, Richard. Maybe you should take a liking to Phil.
Not gonna happen.
Anytime
I'm sorry.
that
I don't want to offend any Phil Collins fans. I don't want to be that. I just don't like that. I just
It's
don't.
Another Day in Paradise.
I don't like his music.
You like McCartney? I also like McCartney, but I also like Phil. So
I think the first couple albums Phil did were really good. After that, not so much.
You like Bruce Springsteen? You like Bruce Springsteen too, Mason?
I like one song by Bruce Springsteen, and we talked
Finally,
about it.
David.
We talked about it on our private.
I'm not a big Bruce fan.
Bruce Springsteen.
I don't like him at all.
I'm not a fan of Bruce. I mean,
again, I know he's popular, so I don't want to offend any Springsteen fans or any Phil Collins fans.
Bruce Springsteen.
But you know what? For me, it's been in my backyard basically my whole life. You know, same thing with Bon Jovi. We used to call him Bon Blomi and Bruce Cumstain.
I like that.
For years, I thought I didn't like Billy Joel because I mixed him up with Bruce Springsteen, and I freaking can't stand Bruce Springsteen. And then like a few years ago,
I love Billy Joel. I love Billy Joel.
Figured out about 5 years ago who Billy Joel actually is. I was like, oh, yeah, this guy's great. I love these songs. Wait, so
I love Billy Joel.
Thinking of Bruce Springsteen.
He's been on my bucket.
He sounds like a
porn in the USA. Porn in the USA.
Some Bruce Springsteen, but it can get a little bit like dad rock cheesy, you know.
Yeah.
And the other one I like to make fun of is Glory Hole Days.
Glory Hole Days.
No, come on, Paul. That's my
Glory
the one Bruce Springsteen song I like.
Weezy
Glory Hole.
Gonna get it, gonna slam my ham.
Oh my God! I slam my ham.
Porn in the USA.
He's got like
I can't fucking do it. I can't do it.
The password is ham slammer.
I don't mind, but the rest of them.
That's the side order. That's the side order at Denny's. I want a ham slammer.
Everybody's got a smelly fart.
That's one I've never heard of.
All right,
David and Mark. Maybe another future collaboration here. That'd be nice.
Mello, I love that better than the original.
On Urban Dictionary.
Everybody's got a smelly fart.
Oh my God, man!
All these channels.
Urban Dictionary.
In the audience, do it, please. Do it.
Had some rice and beans and buffalo jack.
Oh my God!
You can make a whole parody on that one.
You're making me laugh tonight. You're making me laugh tonight.
You can make that into a legitimate Weird Al parody right there.
You could make your own Weird Al parody album, I think, Melody.
I know, right? I probably could. I really probably could.
I think you
maybe
should.
I should.
In a bottle.
Oh man!
For Urban Dictionary are now live.
Oh, wait, ladies and gentlemen, this is very important. Hang on 1 second. We need to know here. I'm making you big. So, which terms now?
Rimshot Job and Corn Cat are now live on Urban Dictionary.
Wait, did you
By
just
the
add
way,
that now?
my son verified that after I told him, and he looked it up and goes, "Oh my God!" He goes, "Who is?" I go, "That's my friend Jen."
So not the Grand Slam. We're not live.
Hold on, never mind.
That was live before. These two are now officially up as well. So now I have 3 on there.
I had to explain last night about the whole Grand Slam thing, and they're like, "You're a liar," and I'm like,
You
These
pull up
two.
that page and you
Dude,
show it on the phone.
look it up.
These two
Urban
are the
Dictionary.
co-creators of both of those terms, ladies and gentlemen, along with a slight sick, twisted mind who pushed a little bit. That didn't sound right. Push it real good. Oh,
tonight.
So Jen, what was on the list? Because remember, I kind of said, I'm like, hey, I know we're not going to do this now because I'm too tired. What did I saw you write some things down that I brought up?
I think I accidentally closed the tabs. They were up there.
Shit. I don't even remember now. Oh,
That's
well.
what he
Magic
said.
Poon Bus was one of them.
Nah. What was that?
I think Magic Poon
Magic
Bus.
Poon Bus.
That's it. That's it.
Magic Poon Bus.
Magic Poon Bus is one of them.
Poon
I
Bus.
forgot what the definition was going to
Like
be.
Magic School
okay.
Bus, but different.
So Magic Poon Bus, that would be a bunch of women that are from a school of magic.
That's it.
And that's it?
Yes.
Oh, I tell you, wait, Paul, when you say a bus full of women, did you ever see the...
Hold on.
Wait, time out a second for the Great Space Coaster.
Women that are from a school of magic, and you were mid-sentence?
Yes. Yeah, school of magic who are also, oh God, who are also ladies of the night.
That's
now example of how it's used in a sentence.
For my brother's bachelor party, we went downtown Salem, and all of us caught the Magic Poon Bus.
My birthday would be so rad. I hired a Magic Poon Bus.
Honestly, all I thought about, like when you said a bus full of women, remember that movie Rat Race? Did you ever see that movie Rat Race?
Yes, I've got.
And they had the bus full of the Lucille Ball impersonators.
That
was hysterical.
Where is it? Damn it!
How about all the
fourth one to go live?
How about all the avocado taco?
What?
Right.
All avocado taco.
Is a gift.
What the hell are you talking about?
Shit.
We're doing Urban Dictionary, aren't we?
Yes.
Dictate is the best one I ever heard in the Urban Dictionary. The word dictate. But how's it used urbanly? How my dictate, bitch?
You told us that last time.
Mrs. Potato Head sucking on Mr. Potato Head? And his tater tots?
Anyway, submitted.
Yay! Will?
Well, you learn something new every day. Now,
you look like Barry.
Right?
I know. I guess I got the Pittsburgh hat on, so I guess I kind of do.
But Will, you got more home runs and you don't require an asterisk.
I don't know about that.
Answer in the chat. Yes. Why?
I hit some home runs, just not in baseball.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it.
There you go. That's all that counts.
The biggest douche in baseball I ever met was Barry Bonds. Met him, and I got my revenge on that jackass though when he was a Pirate.
They're all douchebags though.
Yeah,
I met some really nice people on the cover.
I don't know, man. Even your favorite
players. There's one guy that I thought was pretty cool. One guy I never met him, but I heard him on the radio. He goes on with Eddie Trunk, Mike Piazza, because he's a metalhead.
Oh, sure,
and he's pretty cool. Like, I think he would be like more approachable. He really knows his metal too. Like he sits there with Eddie Trunk on the radio and talks metal, like members of bands that I don't even know. Like he's really into his metal, and he's a musician himself. He plays drums. So I got to give Mike Piazza
at one point. So I'm like, wait, he's also
Any Mets fans can back this Piazza up here. Is he a nice guy? Have you ever met Mike Piazza? Any of you Mets fans? Now, before I forget, because I said this earlier, the episode here is called All Hail the Tapehead. And no, it has nothing to do with
Mike Nesmith.
No, it doesn't.
Tapehead, lovely, lovely tape heads.
Although I don't need a pencil to rewind. Anyways, so I picked up, and this is only part one. I picked up.
Oh, good hit time.
All this hair metal and metal.
So, wow, you got it routed
away yesterday.
All right.
What was that?
You got any roundness?
No loudness. Sorry. What was that down there, Shannon? George Boredom. That's it. That's a good one. You guys come up with really good names. Let's talk about the terrible manager Craig Counsell is. Okay. Kimba says Mike Piazza was cute. I'll take your word for it.
A lot of ladies love that guy.
Any Firehouse. I don't know, but if I ever do, I'll hang on to it because then it'd be a love of a lifetime. I know it's not the real George. I'm not that dumb. Trust me. I may be tired, but I'm not dumb. So anywho,
how many tapes did you have there?
50 cents a piece. B-Hole Patrol says Babe Ruth was hot. Well,
Babe Ruth.
Marilyn Monroe loved Joe DiMaggio.
He was in one of those porno Nickelodeon that you dropped the nickel and you had to look in there, and he did something with his huge bat. Anyways, swing and a miss. Has anybody ever heard?
Yeah, Michael and Pelletieri.
Chris Impellitteri. He's an Italian shredder who stand in line. A great album if you are into the shredding kind. It is basically Graham Bonnet and most of Alcatraz. I'm serious about that. And so if you liked Alcatraz, you're going to dig this.
Graham Bonnet played with the best, man.
Yes, but Graham Bonnet and Impellitteri.
How many guitar players that guy has played with that are like the best in the world?
See, exactly, Mark. He's done a lot of prog flourishes too, and Impellitteri has too. Hey guys, be sure to check out my auction this Saturday. Plenty of George Benson classics. I like the
I love George Benson.
I like the Avatar, by the way. The melody, could you sing "Smoking in the Boys' Room"?
I know
that. Jason Becker, indeed, and I've showed my vinyl copy of Cacophony with
Cacophony. That's how you say it. Cacophony.
Cacophony. Okay, hold on a second.
Don't loosen a molar, please.
Babe Ruth was a great 70s band. I used to be able to listen to this Milwaukee classic rock station, and they actually would play Babe Ruth. They played The Mexican. Yes, that's a real song, guys. And they also would play another one, and that chick singer, she was real good. Yes, Marty Friedman, Earth People. I Was Born on Jupiter. Now, it was that next to Chandel, and Say Hi to Ace Frehley for me. So we had that one, right? Then, of course, we've got Mr. Big. Hey, man.
Oh, yeah.
I never seen this
one who wants to be
this is a different album. It doesn't have that. That'd be Lean Into It. Here's one.
My bass player would know all that shit. He loves Mr. Big.
Original press from WNBC. See if you
WNBC.
What they liked corked things. Anyways, green Jello, not jelly.
Oh.
Jello.
Little big, let me in.
Oh my God, is that
yeah.
Oh my God. I loved that stupid thing.
Oh, love it. And I'll blow your house in.
Yes.
Paul Gilbert is awesome, damn it. It is true. But to find the original, because
hey, Biggie, I'm your worst nightmare.
It's only down to one guy in Green Jello now, I guess.
Really? I didn't know they even existed still.
Here's the thing. I heard that this guy makes really weird club deals. Like he will stay in the area for like a week at a time, wherever he goes at, and does like a show or two and does other things just to stick around. But it's mainly one original dude and like hired hands. That's what I'm told.
Yeah. So he's like Andrew WK.
Sure. And I've heard the name. I don't know the music. And so, of course, they had to change it to Green Jelly when, of course, Jello sued tried to sue.
You remember Andrew WK? Party hard, party hard, party hard.
Oh, he's that guy. How that is?
That's who, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and
gentlemen. He was on Wayne's World, never took a shower. He's like always like greasy.
Herman says Sammy Sosa is now officially white for the draft lottery. Wu-Tang was taken by the Asian community. By the way, for you people out there and the 35 people watching this, yes, the satanic
35.
tomato.
Satanic tomato.
The satanic
Oh,
tomato.
good Lord. Wax will love that. Rob will love that.
The satanic tomato along with personal Jesus. You know, pick up the receiver. I'll make you a believer.
Sarah. Poor Sarah.
Wait, hold on a second. And the funny part about it is the way that the person is saying, "Hey, Paulie," it leads me to think that I may know who the hell that is. He's been gone for a while. If it's who I think it is, I'm the devil's advocate, not to be confused with the movie. This is where creativity begins. That's right. Where's the rotten tomato? Apple pitch. All right. What were we talking about?
I'm here, little echo.
We were talking about Little Pig, Little Pig.
Oh, yeah, Little Pig, Little Pig. So, Green Cello, original. Yeah, I am hearing. Who's got this?
Freaking Richard again.
Richard.
It's gotta be.
I'm going to find out.
I did the thing you told me, Jim, when I came in.
I'm going to find out.
Gotta hit the cancel excellent.
All right. Hello? I'm fine.
No echo.
It's him.
I had a feeling. It is you, Richard. Sounded like he's underwater, so I had a feeling it must be him.
His echo cancellation button.
Well, he had the thing all set with that.
Shani, are you here? Because I'm seeing nothing. Or is this another? Because I forgot to tell you guys in the drinking game we had. Let's see. In the drinking game we currently have.
I'm way ahead of you.
Little Caesar. And it's all over now, Baby Bill. Oh God. Really? Are we gonna start this shit?
Yeah, apparently.
Little Pig. Who said anything about Lizzo? This stream rocks.
Hey, that bitch, though.
Richard, it's you. You gotta curb that. You gotta curb it. All right. Now. All right. Street Heart. Everybody likes Street Heart. Well, maybe not everybody, but from Canada. Of course, that dude had the pipes. I couldn't even, not even on my best day could I try to sing that high. These couple are not heavy metal, but how about the Shoes? Yes, the Shoes, the pride of Zion, Illinois. Excellent power pop rock.
I'm putting on my walking shoes and telling me you'll feel your blues. You remember that song, Walking Shoes?
Yes. Anywho, but they did several albums for Elektra, but that was the only big label ones they had, unfortunately. They did create their own label after getting fired called Black Vinyl Records.
Right.
And they still have a studio, the Murphy Brothers do. And then I did find a Beatle thing here. I showed you guys the Real Love single, but I found Breeze of Bird. I did find the single of that, and I'm happy for that. This is one that actually, no kidding. And I think that was Street Heart, I think was 89 or 90, so it wouldn't be that ridiculous.
Which one is that?
Street Heart. Their album from, hang on. That one.
Oh, Steelheart. Steelheart.
Yeah, not to be confused with Street Heart, which actually
Steelheart.
Yes, for one album had
I never let you go.
Came in out in 1990. Okay. Lisa, maybe you can help.
Oh, come on, Kerman. Leave Michael out of this.
Hi, who? Oh, no. Oh, I just read that.
Leave my boy out of this.
That's like
next season on Dancing with the Stars. Oh,
that's like saying, what's the opposite of Christopher Reeve?
What?
Opposite of Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, what's the opposite of Christopher Reeve?
I'm nervous. Okay, what?
Christopher Walken.
Oh, fuck.
I should have known. Okay, so this next one, believe it on a vinyl form is really hard. Even CD, it wasn't that easy. So for me to find a cassette, an OG cassette of Last Action Hero, this was
that's a good soundtrack
back in the day. And Ken, I wish I can.
Big Gun on it,
huh?
Big Gun, is that on that?
Yes, Big Gun is on. Yes, first track. You have I can't read some of the titles because they're in a different print.
I haven't seen that in so long.
AC/DC,
Def Leppard,
Alice in Chains, Megadeth, Queensryche, Def Leppard with Two Steps Behind, one of my favorite ballads.
Yeah, that's the one I remember. Two Steps Behind on that.
Anthrax, Aerosmith, Alice in Chains again, Cypress Hill.
Wow.
Fishbone, and then Tesla. And then it looks like it closes out with Michael Kamen with Buckethead. Oh, fuck. Now I have another thing I could go try to get signed tomorrow.
There you go.
Buckethead, I'll be like, excuse me, could you get Mr. Buckethead? Could you sign this for me, please? And he'll be like, what the fuck is your problem there, mister? But
right.
I heard Psycho. What the hell's wrong? Okay, I'm almost done. I swear to God. And other people. Anyways, hysteria when you're near. That's very funny melody. Who's the lucky guy? Oh, God. Yeah, I got that pun. Okay. Hurricane Alice.
Hurricane Alice. Oh, my God. I haven't heard that name in so long. My God. I remember when they came out.
Here's a little Christian
hard
rock. Bride.
Wow.
I almost forgot about Bride.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
I'm almost done. Two more. Flotsam and Jetsam.
Oh, that's a good one right there. That's a really good one,
guys. Flotsam and Jetsam.
I like them.
And then lastly, for today, because like I said, I have more, but I wasn't going to bore you guys completely. But I thought this was kind of neat to find Vices from Kick Axe.
Oh, dude, that's the one right there. That is a phenomenal. We're alive and kicking.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, explains All Hail the Tapehead.
Alive and kicking, dude. Oh, my God. So great.
Yes, and the fun part, I'm hoping, I would love to get a toy at the end, but I mean, the only way, so I don't know why somebody told me it was in the middle. So yeah, I know this building inside and out, and so I kind of just need to catch the set list if he's going to do the same set list like he did Tuesday in Tulsa, and I'll find out what that last song is, and I will slowly, along the side, get to where the gate is, where the ramp is, where he's got to come down. He's got to get to the door. He's got to go past some of you. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, Will. I gotta get. Hang on a minute. Oop. Okay. And yes.
You just opened up a can of worms, so I had to go in the other room and get my cassette tapes. But we got.
Well, good. Please do. Hang on. Okay. All right. What do we have?
Still sealed. We have.
Oh yes. I like that.
For Now People, also known as Jesus of Cool by Nick Lowe.
Yes.
Let's see. We got some other cool stuff. I got this 3 Feet High and Rising, still sealed. This is the recent, 2023. This got reissued pretty heavily. So I don't know. They weren't really selling. I think they just pressed too many of them, but I got those for super cheap. But yeah, man, I got like The Glove. For all you Cure fans.
The Glove, wow.
Right. Yeah, man. How about the promo for Bad Boys, What You Gonna Do When They Come For You?
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I just showed the one De La Soul. This is an OG. De La Soul is Dead. I used to play the crap out of this in college. Brings me back. I was like the only one rocking a cassette tape player when I was in college by the time I was
awesome.
Going.
That's awesome.
Of course, we got Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, that's classic.
Nice.
And then were we just talking about Van Halen earlier?
Yes.
David Lee Roth? Yeah. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my own channel who just commented cool cassettes. I didn't know I could. It's wild, man. But speaking of which, we were just talking about Ozzy too. This is that Ozman Cometh compilation that had like a couple bonus tracks on it too. So I think this was even like the only or I don't know, the bonus tracks might not be on here. That was on another like live album, but I think this is the only Ozzy compilation that has both Black Sabbath and Ozzy on it. So
really,
or there might be something more recent, but no, I remember that when I was in high school. That was kind of like my go-to for Ozzy because I was kind of a metalhead. But this Band on the Run. I guess we got Beetle Baby here. I show this is probably the only
Richard's
gonna
drop his jaw at that.
Yeah, Richard's gonna have a wet dream over that now.
Okay, well, I better get it out of the way then.
Wherever he's at, I'm teasing Richard.
Hey, but we got a little hip hop here too. We got Dr. Dre the Chronic.
Sure.
OG here, but then we got this is crazy. This is some of that No Limit stuff. We got Silk the Shocker. I think this is the first Silk the Shocker cassette.
I barely remember that name, but because I worked at that college station, Will, that some of the names went in and out of there. Yes, okay.
That's what she said.
You get a point for that.
Well, hey, Paul, you're gonna like some of these here coming up, but I guess first, In Excess Kick.
Sure.
I mean, an all-time classic.
Yeah. Great album, yes.
And then the 598 EP, which
yes, and that's
that's great. Yeah, those are collectible. Any Metallica
collectible there, Will.
Yeah,
original.
Which I think you can get this on the Garage Inc. Everything on here is on Garage Inc. currently, but
still,
yeah, killer covers. This would have been like And Justice for All kind of era.
Yeah,
but I think this sounds like quality production wise. This does have bass on it, unlike that album there. But we have 20. We got Mark saying it's over. What's up, Mark? Why don't you we could have him on the panel. Why don't you just bring him on screen? But anyway, Apollonia 6.
They were hot.
Prince side project. So what would be like a
were they the ones that
shooter?
Did My House? So was that Mary Jane Girl?
That was Mary Jane Girl.
Mary Jane.
Okay. Yeah. But then Paul, you're gonna get a little jealous. So anyway, get your coffee ready. We got Full Metal, the album.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right. Let me open this up a little. This got like razor.
I love that, William.
You got Sid Vicious. You got Sid Vicious. Rest in peace, Sid Vicious.
Rest in peace. Oh man.
And the cops being in and out of my house just now does not even stand up to that.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's real deal right there, man.
That might be like, I don't know. I was going for the shock value there, but I guess I could go, oops, I did it again there if you want. Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, I remember that being in my house when I was kids.
You just can't go wrong though. Little Joan Jett and the Black Hearts.
Oh, that's classic.
Now, is that an original cassette, or is it the second print that would have the Christmas song on it?
It was on Boardwalk.
Really can't tell what's the
last track.
Little Drummer Boy, yeah.
Yep, so that's a second press. I don't know how I know that, but
I thought it almost looked like a Columbia House.
We got some Rollins band, or not Rollins band. This is Rollins comedy, spoken word. I actually met Henry Rollins, not like. I guess I didn't really meet him, but he was playing a little comedy gig when I was in college in Lincoln, and I didn't go to it, but there's this record store that I would always walk by when I was going back home, and he stopped at the record store, and I was talking to this chick outside the record store, and he was like, he walked in, and we looked at each other, we're like, wait a second, that's Henry Rollins. We're like, holy fuck. So it's kind of like one of those, just like he's a normal guy. He loves records, and actually the other story about Henry Rollins I was going to say, I actually have sold a record to Henry Rollins on Discogs.
Wow, dude, that's amazing.
And I got confirmation. It was from Henry Rollins. I'm like, this is obviously he bought. He bought Scientist versus Prince Jammy, some dub like it was like some dub shootout record, and and it was a reissue on Greensleeves. And back at that time, I was just like getting my hands all over any reggae that I possibly could. And then, out in Seattle, I was unfortunately sold my record, a lot of my records, which, it's a double-edged sword.
We all have We all got to eat. We all got to shit to sacrifice.
But I actually do have a list of 5 musicians, famous musicians that I know of that I've sold records to.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Which I did make a video on that. I did. It is set to private because I don't know. You don't want to tell your entire story, right? But
right.
But hey, Beck, Mellow Gold.
I love that.
Yeah, we got a VC theme song on this album. If you know what I'm saying.
I love this Information album. That's my favorite album from Beck.
Hey, how about real quick? We'll shoot you with the Bauhaus cassette.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, on Beggar's Banquet, and then Eric Sermon, No Pressure, from I think this is like 94, 95. Eric Sermon would have been an EPMD hip hop duo, but he would have mid 90s would have been Def Squad with Redman, and produced he produced the Shaquille O'Neal album too.
Wow,
first Shaq album, but then of course
the Fushnikins, remember them?
Oh,
what's up, Doc? Can we rock?
The Fushnikins.
What's up, Doc? Can we rock?
Yeah,
that's an awesome song. Honestly, I give props to Shaquille because that is a phenomenal rap song.
They were like the hype group.
Oh my god!
Shaq, and then the whole thing with that is Shaq was supposed to give them exposure too, but I think they did put an album out. But I think they were just that sort of side group on Shaq's first album. But they were
that
cool.
One song. I'll never forget the video and the song. It was amazing. That's one of my favorite rap songs from that era. What's up, Doc? Can we rock? And then Shaquille, when he talks about shanking somebody or something, I'm like, wow, Shaquille could really do it.
Yeah, I got some Mental Health Will Drive You Mad there.
Oh, I remember the day that came out, 1983. I'll never forget it. We were in high school. Black Sheep, wow.
I forgot I had that. Yeah, but then I don't know, not to change it.
Mariah Carey.
Oh, no.
To Steve Westman.
Come on.
Yes.
This is for Steve Westman here.
Yeah.
But here I'll make up. We got Heroes for Hire, Jeru the Damager. I don't know.
Wow.
The Upsetter. We Scratch Perry. I'm pretty loaded on some dope cassettes. Exit Stage Left Rush. Oh, here, you know what? Last one I'm going to show. This is super cool. So when I lived out in Seattle, ironically enough, I lost a job, and I was working at a shopping mall, and I decided I needed to break away from that whole scene. So I went around the whole city, and I was finding every thrift store, every little nook and cranny thrift store. And there's this area of South Seattle called White Center, and I found this thrift store, and it closed while I was living there still, but I found this really crazy, wild, box of promo cassette tapes, and I sold a bunch of them super fast. But I have this one left over still. Haven't been able to sell it yet. But it's called Amateur All Night Mud Wrestling. So and it's total promo. I'm gonna hold this up here so you can kind of take a look. But yeah, no, Primal Scream, David Byrne. I got Ride is on here. Lou Reed, The Flaming Lips. Lush.
Wow.
The Judy Bats, Jayhawks, Body Count is on here.
Jeez.
Seal Hey Joe, which it was a cover he did. I think it's not even a rare 45 or anything. But I found 2 of these and sold one of them. And this is just wild. It's kind of like that college rock era.
Yeah.
Just a unique item of its time. And I don't know, man.
See, because listen, I think cassettes still kick ass. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Hell yeah.
Because I buy cassettes for one reason. Okay. If I can't find it on vinyl or I can't find it on CD, it's a nice holdover piece till I can find it on that format. That's all there is to it. And there's a lot of stuff. There was certain labels that didn't even release those things. There was cassette only labels. You're not going to find it on anything else.
Yeah, it's
ROIR in the 80s. ROIR. I remember Goldmine it was like a punk heavy metal thing was a label for ROIR. A lot of MC5 related stuff, the Sonics, a lot of stuff that was the only way you could get it, and it was cassette. Forget record, forget CD. You had to have a cassette player to buy them.
Oh yeah.
I've got some cassettes stowed away.
I just wanted to say, you know that when I'm showing a De La Soul cassette and next to a David Allan Coe cassette with, you know, Mariah Carey Christmas and WWF Metal, you know, hell has frozen over. So
that's it. Right. And ladies and gentlemen, get over it. That's all there is to it.
Exactly.
Well, you know, I guess that was kind of show and tell, except for Jessica Simpson
I like
too.
that though. Yeah,
you know,
still
send me straight to hell for this one.
Worst things to go to hell for, sir.
I'm just bullshit.
Things.
Yeah, that's quite a collection, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's all for sale, you know, on my Discogs if you can find it.
Very, very nice. And what's your Discog name?
It's not Pumping Vinyl anymore. I guess you guys will just have to go do your detective research, you know.
Hey, you could sell that Jessica Simpson to Paulina.
I sent Paulina some VCLT, but nice. I don't know. I don't know. No one's ever sent me VCLT. Oh wait, ACDC Live.
Wait.
Yeah,
hang on.
Yeah, this is what I've been wanting to tell Beetle Babe.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh shit!
And I have quite a cassette collection myself. I mean, this is just Judy Garland. Let's go over here. This is just the first level right here.
And Ed Graham just listened to The Rhythm of My Heart. You are also in the drinking game.
Shit. Beatles 62. And,
look at all that.
Beatles 67 to 70.
There's Sgt. Pepper's. There's a White Album, Magical Mystery Tour. There's a Beastie Boys.
Look at that.
Beach Boys.
Pull the Beach Boys one out. Please pull the Beach one.
Oh, no, don't show the Beach Boys, please. Oh, no.
Oh, you did it now. You opened up there.
Now you did.
10 years. Excellent album, though.
Nice. What's the other one? There? Volume 2. Nice.
And we got Babes in Toyland. This is B-52s. Atlanta Rhythm section. We got Air Supply, Aerosmith. And then we got Bon Jovi. Chicago Grace.
Fuck yeah.
Mello, I'm all out of love and I'm so lost without you.
Dinosaur Jr.
There's one you don't hear about too much, Dinosaur Jr.
I must say you have some good shit.
Yes.
All Things Must Pass.
Oh, he always has good stuff. All the Stones.
Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Psychedelic Furs. Iggy Pop.
Police. Nice. Tom Petty.
One of Tom Petty's best albums. Metallica, I see. Pearl Jam.
Yeah, it's a Kill 'Em All, but that's not an original.
Kicks.
What Petty album is that?
Ooh, what?
Fuck yeah.
You said that was one of Petty's best albums. Which one was it?
Wait, hold on a minute. Are you willing to sell that DLR band cassette? I'll settle for cassette till I can find a damn DVD.
Paul, I'll just give it to you, brother.
Fuck yeah! Slam Dunk, one of the best fucking songs that he ever did solo-wise.
Well, there you go. That's you, bro.
Thank you. Yay, happy birthday to me.
I love this record right here. You want to talk about a phenomenal record right here. Saigon Kick. Incredible.
You got any Michael Jackson cassettes? I'll buy them off you.
Oh, he's got a lot of Bruce
Springsteen. I probably do somewhere.
Ooh, Steely Dan.
Nice. My favorite, Striper.
Striper is good.
Oh, there you go. Traveling Wilburys.
Volume 3.
Where's Volume 1?
Volume 1 is the one with Roy Orbison. Good old Dee Snider.
I love Dee Snider.
When the children cry. And it's still the night and one more, honey.
It's called after show. After show.
Yeah,
And then I even have
whoa. That Neil Young. I do have that, but that is one of my most favorite Neil Young albums. That Mary turned me on to that album. It is a beautiful album. Yes, it is.
Then I even have more. I mean, I got like this whole stack is all cassettes and stuff in here, and I got cassettes under here, and then I got drawers with cassettes. But a lot of these are like doo-wop and
that's okay. I love doo-wop.
Like this one.
Oh, to all the girls I've loved before, who've gone in and out.
Julio Iglesias, and I got a lot of Christmas cassettes. I have a lot of 8-tracks too. I have a lot of these are Elvis 8-tracks.
Thank you very much.
I love Elvis.
Oh, okay. All
That's
right.
nice.
Oh, we got another one.
Yes.
Oh,
look at that. We got another one. Look at that.
You got
Madison Square Garden, man. That's my favorite one, probably.
But do you have any Beatles and Monkeys?
Maybe somewhere I might.
Beatles. Yes.
I have All Things Must Pass on cassette.
I'll buy them because I'm looking for 8-tracks.
Ooh, a 3-head tape deck. That's nice. That is very.
See, then I even have here's like blanks. I have blanks still in the package of 8-tracks.
You know, it's
blank 8-tracks. Shrink wrapped still too. Like this one still isn't shrink wrap. And here's a Maxell.
Dude, that's insane, man.
And then here's a this is an actual Columbia House 8-track. 10 Fabulous Love Songs still in the thing. Let's see what's on if it'll zoom in.
Can I come waller on your vinyl?
Wow. Here's some Memorex. Here's a Memorex with the thing.
Is it live or is it Memorex for the drinking game?
That's the 60. And here's a 90. And what's this one? And this one's a 45.
But is it filming amateur porn quality? You see, this is what we need to know when we're making our amateur porn.
I always love these Hooked on Classics, and this one's Hooked on Themes. Big Joe Turner, Elvis. Here's another Beatles, Rubber Soul, REO Speedwagon, Earth, Wind and Fire.
What's the REO one?
REO is...
okay. Their last great album in my opinion.
Mello, is that Rubber Soul? Is that the Capitol or is that the Parlophone?
This is Capitol.
Oh, I need that.
Better one.
Pumping Blanks
the better one
is in the drinking game, number 8.
I need that.
To pump blanks.
Oh man, there's just so much stuff.
I even have
more.
There's no such thing, Melody.
I have tape. There's Carpenter, Restless Heart, Andrew Lloyd Webber, and then I got these here.
If you buy that hot chocolate, everyone's a winner. Speaking of country, tonight, about 10 minutes away from me, Confederate Railroad performed a show. I almost went. Almost.
These are all kind of like novelty ones.
The afternoon delight
soundtrack. You got Alicia Myers.
Wait a minute. The Afternoon Delights.
You mean
what the hell is that?
General Hospital. I never even heard it. It's still sealed. It's still sealed.
I was waiting for it to be Genital Hospital.
Yo, I see another Beach Boys one off there in the corner.
I am so sorry. I thought that title said Dancing for Penis. I have just really not had enough coffee yet.
Johnny O for Johnny L.
Yeah, not to be confused with Johnny L or Johnny G, yes.
See, I have a lot of like the platters. Hey, William, I got to show you these. I'm going to show you something that you might probably even know a little bit about.
You got any hip hop?
Yes, that's what I want to show you. Check this out. These are original.
Wait a minute, Columbia hose. I love that Columbia
Wait,
hose.
look at these over here, right here. I have these.
Okay.
They're from New York. They're from New York City, and these are some of the.
Oh, wild, man! That's wild, man. That is insane.
This is original DJ mixes. Yeah. Wait a minute, New York sounds from New York City.
Yeah,
and then here's another one, freestyle. All right.
Yeah, no, I used to pull up a lot of those on YouTube. Like you can listen to those. People have uploaded those. I used to listen to those as like inspiration to DJ.
Again, still New York sounds.
Yeah,
no, they're original press. I have them on my eBay because I have multiple copies of these, so I have them up at like $40 each. I seen them going as high as $100 a piece.
Yep, it's real deal stuff. I mean, one of a kind. And a lot of that stuff, like to license it onto one cassette is like impossible. So the fact that those cassettes even exist and they were basically like
right. And the ones that I have were like I have other ones that are still sealed, like they were never played. And
very much. Those command better, for more money in the collectible.
Right.
Elvin just subbed to your channel, Mello. So you have
Fred Astaire. All right, Beetle Babe, I'm gonna put that in the package. I'm gonna send you these Judy Garlands.
Oh, thank you.
You got any
get some more coffee? You keep going.
Honestly, I can't sell it all, so I'd rather give it to people that I know that'll appreciate it.
Oh, look at the Sinatra one. What's that one?
Oh, what's the Sinatra?
Early years.
Oh, the early years.
Can't get it to. But I have a couple Sinatras up here that I'm going to be selling. I have this Sinatra.
Nice.
This one's like barely, unplayed. It's a Sinatra with a whole book and everything. So this is going to go up. And then I have another one right here. The Reprise collection. Same thing.
Look like
is that like a greatest hits thing?
Yeah, there is actually. It's still in a player because we were playing it before.
Any early Burzum or Bathory or Mayhem.
I need to get some Sinatra. Sinatra's missing from my collection.
I mean, this one's stuck.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Oh man, it's all falling apart. That's how old some of these things are.
Hold on, Shannon. I'll send you a link to mine.
I already sent it.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little.
I love that, but this is a great set. Then we got Kenny Rogers.
One of the most famous palindromic bands of all time.
This is the Platters. This is Jackie Wilson, Annette Funicello, the Spinners. I got some actual other CDs that were kind of bootleg, just radio broadcasts and stuff, and
Groovy Lisa,
and different shows.
Come across a copy of Watertown from Sinatra. I am looking.
Yeah, I've never heard that album. Everybody said great things about
Watertown. I probably have it. Honestly, I probably have it. I mean,
that would be late '60s. I want to say '69. It was the team that
68 or 69.
Let's say
that would be the same team that did the Genuine Imitation Life cassette for the Four Seasons.
Here you go. Here's some Sinatra right there.
I want to get the Sinatra clump I got from my mom when I was young. I can't remember what it was called.
Did you say Sinatra clump?
Clump.
Oh,
compilation.
I mean, that's quite a few Sinatra CDs right there.
Swig baby, you're platinum.
Yeah, wow.
Hella nice.
That's right, Melody, the Human Record Store.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm telling you, I got so much. I can't even process it all. This is some of my favorite stuff right here. I love this right here. This is an amazing set right here.
Oh, there you
go. What is it?
It's Walt Disney Music and Memories, where it's literally all their cartoon music from their shorts and stuff.
Cool.
But does it have the music to Ever Ready? Never mind.
Oh, every And this set
what
right
you
here.
people missed at the after party of the show last
Oh my
time.
God! I gotta get the AccuJack film. I gotta get that.
That almost sounds like a protection porno device, you know, like
That's incredible.
Do you jack off too much? Well, maybe you need the AccuJack, and it's like it locks it up so you can't do nothing.
So basically, a chastity belt for a boy.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Steamboat Willie stomping that deck biatch.
Yeah.
Mello, what is that? What is that Marilyn Monroe thing?
That was Marilyn Monroe book. It's an original book from like literally like 1968.
That's Richard's next.
Oh, I'll take that.
It'll have sticky pages within 48 hours.
I mean, it's unread. It's just. And look at this.
I can't believe I said that.
Man, Paul, you're mean to me tonight.
Sorry, Richard. Sanitary plumbing, drainage, and venting.
Wait a minute. Let's see when this is from.
It's from the 1890s. It was a couple whores had issues in the Wild West. I remember Starbucks. He was the one
1919.
Moonlight Feels Right.
Better come with coffee.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
But wait.
Marilyn's like my Judy and Liza for Jen. I love Marilyn.
I love this one. Horsaurus Rex.
What?
No more wire hangers.
Oh God.
Who is that?
Joan Crawford.
Oh, she's my other favorite.
Hey.
I love Joan.
Sanitation Overlord R.M. Starbuck. You know, R.M. Starbuck sounds like somebody that was on the Battlestar Galactica. That was like right-hand man to Lord Green.
Oh, Norman.
Oh,
now I'll start geeking out with this stuff. You got any more Joan Crawford stuff?
See, that's
pretty cool.
Mellow. That
I want to see that Superman movie.
Can you show the back cover of the last one? Can you show the back covers of the last one? Jen, write this down. What could be a Superman 2 rollover? Urban Dictionary.
But it's funny. There's a movie that just came out called Superman, the Christopher Reeve story.
Superman rollover.
And it's all about that, you know, what his life was like after Superman. These are ESPN guides that I have.
Cool. Seriously, what are we defining it as?
I don't know. Just write down for the moment on the list. I can't even think.
I'm a Joan fan. I'm a Joan fan. Lisa, I like that.
Hey, there's your Smokey and the Bandit, Shannon.
That's a classic.
Down.
Sally.
Sure is. And you know what's great about this? Check this out. When you open this up, right? When you get to the middle, a lot of great movies in here.
Done. That's a good.
Hey.
Oh, here we go.
A lot of great movies in that one.
Yay!
Wait a minute. Is that maybe how I saw it?
Maybe.
Kind of
Mello, you just might have triggered a memory for me.
Right. When you see some of these movies. Hey, look. Here's another one. Remember the one I kept telling you about?
The House by the Lake.
Which was called Death Weekend. This is the Death Weekend movie. That is the American title, The House by the Lake. Don Stroud and Brenda Vaccaro. This movie is crazy. Crazy.
Met her at a Comic-Con in 2010.
Remember that movie?
No.
So is it like a thriller, a scary movie, or like a mindfuck movie?
It's a mindfuck movie.
Oh, I like those. I'll have to look that up.
Oh God.
The Sea Gypsies.
Uh-oh, look, there you go.
Oh God.
Barbara.
in a coma. He put her in a coma after being with her because his lovemaking skills were so. I do remember when those little magazines, because like I said, 1980 is when we started getting HBO, and they were really small magazines like that.
Yeah.
That's how I saw a lot of old movies.
Oh my god, look how young Barry was.
Barely
His
mad
face
enough.
wasn't even like mostly plastic yet.
I love Barry.
I do too. Ooh,
Of course you do.
Oh, that's
You
a
got
good
a great
movie.
what?
That's a great movie.
The good old mom throwing the ashtray.
I'll be glad it was just an ashtray.
Yes,
You didn't even get locked in a closet or nothing.
Embryo was a mindfuck movie.
Yes, it was.
Yo, Mello, do you just like hold on to everything, man?
He does.
I have so much stuff. Check this out. Now, in this one, right? If you go inside towards the back of it,
is that the emergency guy up on the cover there?
Wait a minute.
Star Galactica.
Let's bring back some memories. Oh my god!
One appearance of Kiss. So this is the Kiss.
I wanted to ask Paul. Was he
Wait a minute. Well, what is that though?
That was a Kiss performance that they did on HBO.
What year is that?
1979.
So Dynasty Tour. They actually showed a Dynasty concert. Shit, if somebody actually taped that thing
from Japan.
I wonder if anybody. I mean, I wonder if it ever got legitimately released because that'd be quite
the first time. First time Jaws was on television, right here.
Paul,
that was the debut.
Was Gene Simmons actually really nice to you, Paul?
Love that movie.
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
It's in here somewhere. I'd have to look it up.
Sherman wants to know if the Air Supply HBO special is there because he's all out of love and he's so lost without you. Yeah, Randy Mantooth. That's right. Now, what were you saying, Richard?
I said, was Gene Simmons actually nice to you?
I never met Gene Simmons. The only member of Kiss I've ever met, the only two members, excuse me, Eric Singer, he was really nice, and then Pete Chris, he was very pissy.
I love this movie. I just love that movie.
Okay, Richard, that was Joplin Gene Simmons, who is like he's been a tribute Gene Simmons for almost 15 years. He was really nice.
Wow, he really looked like Gene.
I know, that's why I left it the way I left it. Oh, okay. Thanks, David.
Heaven Can Wait. I love that movie.
I'm trying to think if that ever got legitimate. I wonder if that maybe was on one of those.
I love Grease. I love Grease.
Hey, Richard, what do you think of Grease 2?
Do you sell these on eBay or something?
Yes, I'm putting them on eBay.
Okay.
Tennis, anyone?
But they're cool. I love that movie, Main Event. See, they always had the month.
Only because Jen is here.
The back of the magazine would always show the next month's cover. You know, like it would be like this is coming soon, and they would do it on the inside too. You'd always have like your sneak preview. I love that movie as well.
Mello, did you say you're putting all these on eBay?
Yes. I have TV guides too from the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Shit.
Message me your eBay name on Facebook.
16 millimeter Kingdom.
16 millimeter Kingdom. That's 16 MMKINGDOM. 16 millimeter. Kingdom.
I love that movie.
That's cute.
Oh, Rocky.
This movie was filmed in my hometown. It's incredible. I got home movies with Margot Kidder and James Brolin.
See, that
love that movie.
I've never seen the Amityville Horror.
Oh, it's a crazy movie.
Just One of the Guys is a great 80s movie, and Badge wants to know, can you go through your tinsel drawer next?
You know, I gotta admit, that wasn't a bad troll comment.
But you don't get to see these every day, you know?
I hope he doesn't happen to have any of my pubic hair in his vast collection, because then they would mean he'd had to have been there the night that it was the after party for Happy Days when I boned not only Marion Ross, but I also boned Leather Tuscan.
I love that movie.
You don't have any. You don't have any. You don't have anything from that joke of a movie, Blues Brothers 2, do you?
I might.
The soundtrack's good. I'll give it that for Blues Brothers 2000.
Kramer versus
I've
Kramer.
never heard the soundtrack movie, but I never heard the soundtrack of the movie, but I tried to watch it.
Love it or hate it, I thought Popeye was actually a damn good movie. And not only that, Harry Nilsson doing the score. I mean, come on. Raging Bull, another excellent movie.
I love this. I love Every Which Way the Blues and Any Which Way You Can.
I love that one. Cannonball Run. Oh, yes.
Run.
Stripes.
Stripes.
World Part 1.
And now I instantly have the Inquisition song stuck in my head.
I'm not that into movies, but he's shown pretty much every movie I like with these.
Sock drawer.
Well, that was a big one there. Raiders of the Lost Ark, yeah.
No, I thought you were telling Dolly
Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton.
Yeah. My mother thinks I have a lot of stuff. Oh my god.
No, this is, you have no idea. I have like 3 other dwellings of nothing but
does she know much about collection?
Thousands of magazines. I mean, thousands of magazines. Mostly car related, though. I do have a lot of TV guides. I have a lot of Playboys, Penthouses, originals from the 60s, 70s.
Hey, Melody, are you going to play a song for us tonight?
Yeah, let's do that.
Can I request a song?
I got to plug, if I know it, I got to plug my phone in. Hold on.
Oh, you know this one.
Okay, let me switch my phone around. Nice.
That was cool. That was cool.
I appreciate that.
Just a cheetah mellow is so cheesy.
All right, what's the song you want to request?
All right, it's Where Is My Mind?
Oh,
by
Pixies.
the Pixies.
Man, I haven't
You
played
gotta
that
know it, man.
I do. I haven't played
it's
it
the
so
easiest
long.
chords ever.
You
don't know it?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I can't. I can't even wing it.
Oh man, do I got to get my guitar out?
I'm stopping. No, but trying to play the song in my head. I only have the one part going in my head.
In your mind, where is your mind? Hey, can I show? While you're thinking of that, can I show Cassette?
Sure.
I like Trompe Le Monde. I mean, I like that one.
Well, if you got a song you can know, then you can play that. But okay, so I was talking about like those promo cassettes that I found. Well, I found a box of blank cassettes, or maybe it was like the same box, just kind of mixed. But I found this cassette, and I was going through. I had this weird thing about playing people's old mixtapes, just to be like, what would they put on them? And I came across like one of the most wild gifts like I've ever received, and in a box. I titled this tape Anonymous here. This is somebody's like beat tape. Like DJ mix beat tape, like original beats and everything. I have no idea who made it, no notes or anything attached, no labels or anything. So I just titled it Anonymous. But
yeah,
I don't know. Now that I've told this story, maybe I should, record it. And, you guys for sure. But like lots of like little Stevie Wonder samples in there, and just like it was just super wild. But anyway, I wanted to show these two. I made a couple mixtapes myself. It's not as cool as this, I will say it, but I did. They are very cool, and I got in trouble for them actually. These are the Jay Dilla mixtapes that I made that actually literally got fried by the Jay Dilla Foundation. But yeah, I called it "Stupid Ass Lies" because it's like they're not real songs. They're all like DJ remixed, kind of like what I used to like screw around with beats, and they were not very happy about this at all. But it got zapped in like less than 24 hours, and it started to spread. But I did do another one called New York State of Mind. So I don't know if any of you guys would want to hear that. Shoot me a message on Instagram, pumping vinyl, all one word, and I could send you some of that stuff. But that was the end of my show and tell.
Very nice. No, thank you. Very nice.
I gotta brush up on my Pixies. Now I'm gonna go back and brush up on Pixies. I love the Pixies. Frank Black is just amazing. His solo records are amazing.
Hey Mason, I heard what you were saying before. Hey Mason, I heard what you were saying before about that band on
what the fuck kind of dude?
I got rid of it.
What the fuck kind of comment is that?
I got rid of it.
I guess it's kind of funny, but it doesn't make any sense.
Richard, just wait.
Again, that's pumping vinyl, all one word.
That's, by the way, clearly not me.
I know.
What's up, Mark? Mark is like.
Is he right? Is it all pumping vinyl like that, all one word?
On my Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my Instagram. Yeah. But
No,
I gotta say, man, my biggest fan in the whole VC is Mark. By far. I have no bigger fan than this guy.
That's
clearly has nothing better to do with it.
When you live rent free in people's heads, that's what happens. It's like they have space in their brain.
I have 8 dislikes on every video right now because of this guy. Yeah, every video. So
my biggest fan in the VC is Groovy Lisa.
I'm a big Groovy Lisa fan. I'm also a huge fan of Beetle Babe here. So
definitely. I mean,
definitely.
What is there not to like here?
He's adorable.
Well, Beetle Babe. Actually, I have a few questions. So, tell us more about your plans for October. What are you going to do on your channel?
Well, usually every October, I already said is that I generally, every single day, I'll review something October-y, be it a horror movie, a Halloween themed thing, whatever it might be.
Okay.
But this year I was going to do it with the whole get-up, with no explanation, no acknowledgement of it. Anyone asking questions about it, I am not answering them. And then November 1st, back to normal, and then acting like I totally didn't just do any of that.
Okay. Sounds interesting. I'll definitely be tuned in.
First, I have a half red, half green one that I'm going to do it with too.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're giving it away now. You're telling everybody what you're doing.
No, I mean, she's building up the suspense, I think is what she's doing. So are you going to... What about karaoke streams? Are you going to be doing those a little bit more?
I love those.
Right now, that is on pause because of the whole StreamYard debacle thing, raising their prices to where I can't swing that. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly I'm going to do.
They don't have the free no more? What about the free?
No, free's gone.
It's very limited
they still have that. No,
really?
You can still stream for free.
They still have free StreamYard because I tested it the other day.
I know they do, but the hours are hella limited on it.
I was getting 20 free hours a month, and I don't even use that.
You know how my karaoke streams go of 11 at a time.
Yeah. Well, that's, I don't know.
That's something better than none, though. You know what I mean? You can purposely cut it down to 3 shows or 4 shows, 4 hours each,
I took a look into the Restream thing, and I saw...
Restream is shit. I hate it.
I hate to say this. I have to agree with you, and that was one of the...
That's what I was going to ask, Ken. I was going to ask her if the one Rachel uses is any good.
No, I absolutely hate the interface with that.
There's one other one I'm looking into, but I have a feeling StreamYard is going to have me buy the shortened curve.
I use OBS Studio. OBS Studio is something that's free, and you download it to your computer, and you use it as an app, in its own thing. And it's not bad, but you can't put comments on the screen. I don't know how to add people. It's really for just it's great for when I do Jamcast because I'm not talking to nobody, and when I show music and stuff, it's great for showing music. It's phenomenal.
I was gonna say if it weren't for the wanting to show comments on the screen, I would just use the YouTube app itself and not give any fucks about it. But I like.
But there's ways around that too. Because you could pop out the chat and put it up on the screen and show it that way. You know what I mean? You can't highlight. You could just show all the chat.
I do that from my phone without using.
Oh, a phone out. It's a whole. For some reason, these things are different from the phone. Like there's different features on the phone than there is on the PC. Right.
That's why I'm kind of screwed. So because I can't.
Right. You're limited on the phone.
Yeah, I
My
think.
thing is, I want to be able to have people up on screen because I hate doing streams by myself. I think it's so boring, and I can't.
Who does love doing that by yourself? Who loves just talking to the chat when you can have people up on screen?
That's right.
Right. I'm not good at that.
It makes it more fun.
Yeah, and I want to show the comments.
And also, I will go ahead and say this, Richard. I know you were trying to tell me about that. You heard my comment on the Band on the Run cassette. And Richard knows this because I showed him to it one time. It's stored away right now, but I have something that would make Richard's jaw completely hit the floor.
What is it?
Michael Jackson Thriller on cassette, original.
Nice.
Is it original? Is it original?
Yes, it's an original. I won't
I would want that. Yeah, I would want that. I would.
No, heck no, I'm keeping.
I mean,
that.
I'm sure I can find one, but I would like to have that. What did they say about link? Did they want the link to my channel? What did they say?
No, to your OnlyFans.
Dig that up. I think I'm going to go try to dig that up.
No. There is none of that. There's none of that.
Oh Lord.
I wouldn't want to do it, and you wouldn't want to see it. There's none of that.
Oh, Brian wants to come up, do a song. In the
You know what, Brian? Come on up because that would be great because I'm about ready.
Brother Brian, come on, bro.
About ready in a few minutes to actually shut the circus down. So come on up, Brian, and we'll have you on for a little bit. And yeah, so there it is.
He said brother Brian. I was thinking of another brother Brian.
I wanna tell you how I feel. My heart is like a wheel. Let me roll it. Let me roll it to ya. Let me roll it. Let me roll it to ya.
I'm gonna just start saying
If we ever get out of here.
Well, the rain exploded with a rain crash, and they fell into the sun. And the first one there, and the second one there. I hope you're having fun. Man on the run, man on the run. And Jailer Man and Sailor Sam are searching everyone. Oh, the band on the run, band on the run, band on the run, band on the run. And the county judge, you county grudge, to search forevermore for the band on the run, the band on the run, the band on the run, the band on the run. Anytime, any day, you can hear the people say, that love is blind, gotta know me that they love is kind. Soldier boy, kiss his girl, he's beyond a dancing world. And he don't mind, he's in love and he's in love is oh, yes, and even though people find a way to go, no matter what the man says, that ain't nothing wrong with it. But the man says, missing what the man says. And the bus, bicycles for two, broken hearted jamboree. Why there's not in the shop window? Why there's the junk in the yard?
I'm surprised everybody hasn't left this stream because they're playing. He was playing McCartney.
Okay, just for you, Richard. Just for you, I went through my closet and found it.
What?
Awesome.
Yeah, I went through my closet and found that cassette of Thriller.
That was fun. I finally found it. Finally found this. I've been looking for this.
There it is.
I've been looking. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. That is an original. I can tell.
Too, actually.
That's nice.
He's gonna have nice dreams later about this.
I need that. I need that.
Man,
you need everything.
See this.
Yes, you're right, man. I would say
you're honest. You're honest, Richard. You're honest.
I admit it.
He's
him showing that little thing there makes me want to. Oh, that cover is so cool. I finally found this. I've been looking for this for about 10 years, and it finally popped up yesterday.
What is it?
My stub, when they used to give you tickets for the last time I saw Paul McCartney in 2014.
Oh, and for the heck of it, for a little more show and tell, because to make the journey through my closet worth that, I pulled out a few more.
They're going to be all. They're going to be all Beach Boys.
These, but I did.
They're going to be all Beach Boys.
There you go, Madonna. No, he just showed a Madonna, Richard.
I love Madonna.
I know you do.
This is
I love her.
Probably an unpopular opinion. I think this is her best album.
I wouldn't say that's unpopular.
True love.
And by far her most controversial one.
Yes.
Well, she put that art book where she was nude in it.
I don't know how I ended up with these 3 Madonna cassettes, but I found those when I was looking for the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Madonna doesn't even know who.
What the heck? I'll show them.
Yeah, Madonna wouldn't know me if I passed her on the street. At least I wish she did, but she wouldn't.
All right, Paul.
So you're going to have to justify your love, Richard, for Madonna. So I tell you.
I would.
Timu. What would be Timu Madonna? Oh my God, that's scary.
Hey,
the Timu ads are getting more and more unhinged lately. I swear to God, one popped up while I was scrolling Facebook earlier. First one that pops up. Timu internal butt washer. Why?
Oh my God!
Otherwise known as a butt
hold
brush.
on a minute.
Who would trust
Hold on a
that?
minute. So you can buy like. So I know I thought it was just like eBay where you buy. So you can actually buy like that kind of stuff on there. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
First use it breaks inside you. Oh my God! Now, Groovy Lisa, Groovy Lisa brought up about the Madonna, the Timu thing. Well, last night, if you remember, Dusty Spids showed a Timu. I can't remember what, but it was a hot, at least in my opinion, a hot little midget girl, midget woman.
Oh, little midget girl. Paul, I would delete this stream because you're going to get canceled for some of the stuff you said today.
I am not going to be canceled because I happen to be. I love them all.
No, I think you're pushing the envelope tonight, Paul.
Bridget the Midget is probably my favorite in that category.
Not to mention, he can just pretend he's doing a Stefan bit, if nothing else.
Yes.
Hey, Mason, you got any share?
Shit, I hear the cops.
I probably need
like
to
a metal inside. I was horrified looking at it. I was like, why?
Is that a garden hose?
Why?
Garden hose. Oh,
the password is shit for giggles.
Not just shit. It's shit giggles, not shit for giggles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
shit giggles.
Yeah.
As opposed to shit goggles, which sometimes we need in this stream also.
Also, I did a thing this evening that Richard is going to get a rise out of Richard because I did so, but I went on Amazon and ordered a CD of Flaming Pie.
You ordered what? A CD what?
A Flaming Pie.
Well, I found a CD copy of Flaming Pie on Amazon for a pretty cheap price, $11.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Why do I feel no sincerity in that, Richard?
Because I wanted to. Okay, I wanted to. If I was going to order a CD on Amazon tonight from McCartney, which I wanted to do anyways, I was gonna go with Flowers in the Dirt. I was gonna go with Flowers in the Dirt. That's the one I wanted.
Good album. That's good.
$35 for that, and I'm like, let's wait till I saved up more money.
You might as well order McCartney too.
He says George Spigot, and I say Stanley Moon. I raise you.
What was that?
Speaking of this gentleman,
what the hell we're talking about.
Speaking of that gentleman, I'm so glad I found.
I don't know what the hell
earlier about LS
referencing
Bumblebee.
Bedazzled. Relax.
That whole LS Bumblebee thing. That is the first time I ever saw that. I was like, oh my
really?
God. Yes. Oh, what do you got? What do you got there? It's the Acu Jack.
Oh no.
Oh, no. That is the after party.
I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying about that.
Seamood.
Yes,
we can.
It's the after show.
William and
Seamood isn't annoying.
All right. All right, you guys can hate on me. I love Seamoon. I like it.
Me and Jim both have the same opinion. Seamoon is annoying.
I know you don't like. I know you don't like it, and I've heard that you don't like it.
Stuff in my Amazon cart.
Oh, and
for the kitty. Thank you. So anyway,
embarrassing story.
We like those.
So the first time I played the Off the Ground album by Paul McCartney, really good album, actually. A lot of good songs on that.
Good.
I guess I must have been dyslexic because I thought I read "Come On People" as Sea Moon, and I was like, "Oh no, is he doing something new with Sea Moon?" Because I already hated that.
Yes, it was called Sea.
I love Sea Moon. I love Sea Moon.
I swear I must have been dyslexic.
Thank you. Somebody likes
read
it.
as
Somebody.
Sea Moon instead of
I love it. It's one of his quirkiest songs. That and Uncle Albert is like his quirkiest
Trying to
song.
get away with singing a song about semen, but anyway.
I didn't see that coming.
Sea Moon.
And Richard, my next question is, why do you not like Some Days?
Because it's boring. Oh.
Well, I could say the same about Let Me Roll It. Unpopular opinion.
I agree with you, Dan. I'm tired of Let Me Roll It. I didn't.
all right.
That one's at least rocking though.
The most okay. Most underrated song on Band on the Run.
Played it, but I'm tired of it.
Most underrated song on Band on the Run, in my opinion, is No Words.
Honestly, yeah, I agree with that.
That guitar is just fantastic.
I love that song.
Oh, what? No, I like it. Yeah. Oh, God, we're going to be here all night now. I am starting this now. Mason's starting the McCartney stuff now. We're going to be here all night.
Oh, boy.
I don't know, man. I was going to...
I just know that.
You want love to last forever. No, I'll never fade away. I want to help you with your problems. Stick around. I say, coming up. Coming up. Coming up. Like a flower. Coming up.
Yeah.
You want a peace and understand, so everybody can be free. I wanna help you stick together. We can make it. Stick with me. Coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, like a flower. Coming up,
I agree with that.
That's such a great tune.
I will also add this real quick.
All right,
I know
what Mel?
McCartney conversation is kind of wearing, and we need to have different subject matters. But I'll go ahead and add this one thing, just to once again mess with Richard. This guy right here, one of the
James don't miss nothing
on this platform, hates chaos and creation in the backyard.
Oh.
Not a fan of that record.
Another potential.
That's like his mid-2000s now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of anything.
That album is the vein of my existence.
Driving Rain is the bane of mine.
For me, it goes all the way back to Flowers in the Dirt. From Flowers in the Dirt on, I couldn't recite too much.
Wait, I got a question for Paul. Paul, you remember that? Paul, do you remember that one night where you were on my stream? It was just me, you, and Mason, and he forced us to listen to Chaos and Creation all the way through. And you even said it was.
I remember that stream.
You even said it was crap. You said it was crap.
Yeah, I did say that. I do remember that.
Okay, I'm in a minority here. I'm a fan of the album.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm sure there's things that I like. People be like, "What are you listening to that for?"
That Richard will defend as Fine Line.
I'll defend Fine Line. Fine Line's great.
Remember to sleep today, Mello.
At one point,
yeah, I know, right?
This is crazy.
No,
thank you, Ivan.
This is crazy.
No,
At
I
one
respect
point, I
everybody's
actually said,
everybody's opinion. I just don't get why. I don't get it. I don't get why people. I don't get it. But that's just my opinion.
I actually did say that I thought Chaos and Creation was even better than Ram.
Richard is going to implode.
I'm not commenting. I'm just not going to say it.
Has changed, obviously.
This example of this conversation that is going on here in this show proves the point. One of the biggest points ever in not only the VC, but in music appreciation. Why we love and hate music so much, because we can agree to disagree, or we can go off and passionately love or hate some type of work of art, musically or otherwise. And you know what? It's all right. Everybody, like, for example, there is common denominators, Bon Jovi's and No Talent Hack. We know this. That's that's one of the few, as everybody's like, thank you, Paul. But I mean, everybody's got the right to love or hate something. And this is why I love doing this. We bust balls on this channel. We bust all kinds of artist balls. You know why? Because we bought the product, or we listened to the product. You put it out there in the public, and we now have a right to love or hate something or parody it. Weird Al, you're a master. And that's why this hobby is a beautiful hobby. And I think all of you people out there and here can agree on that fact, at least.
Yeah. Like I said, I respect everybody's opinion. I might mess with somebody about it, but I don't mean anything really.
We're just busting balls here because we can, you know.
Yeah.
And Richard,
wait a minute. Are we having Mello's film time? Is this how we're
going to I'm getting it ready. This is for the after show. Okay.
On that note,
sorry, folks, that you can't see the after show. I mean, maybe one day we can. Maybe one day we could do a Patreon thing or something behind a paywall, 18 and over.
I'm going to tell you something, guys. We had almost close to 40 people in this one tonight. We are
amazing. This show's growing. It's growing.
It is, and it's because of you guys. It is because of everybody on here and out there. And I am just the idiot moderator that runs the switches and pulls this string. Paul, you have to do Jukebox from Hell of Chaos and Creation. Believe it or not, James, that is on my recommendation. I have a recommendation book. I could see it from here.
You know, I would love to see that. I would love to see that jukebox.
Oh, you know what Richard would love to see? You know what Richard would actually love to see, and I know this for a fact from knowing him. Richard would love to see you do a Jukebox from Hell on pet sounds.
Summer in Paradise was my Beach Boy.
I know, but Richard does not.
Can we do one album per artist?
Richard doesn't.
No, believe it or not, there is no. I can bust balls more than once on a particular group or singer.
I've heard Summer in Paradise. Mason is probably the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Brian.
Voice completist, but just because I have it on CD doesn't mean I actually.
Hey, Brian, I thought you were coming up here, Brian.
He was almost going to get busted, so he's got to just do it another time. So, ladies and gentlemen,
in my opinion, like I said, I don't want. I mean, but in my opinion, I listened to it and I tried to, and
ladies and gentlemen, because it's my birthday week, is there a chance that Psycho might possibly do a stream tomorrow before going to Buckethead? Oh, you fucking bet!
It'd be like your Buckethead pre-show.
Yes, it would be a Buckethead pre-show, but I'm going to tell you, gang, it would be early to mid-afternoon for tomorrow, or excuse me, today. It's 12:22 in the morning, and so keep your eyes peeled out there. I love you people, literally and figuratively.
Dude, no, you didn't.
And
fuck you.
Okay, well, I missed this shit. Whatever it was, I missed it.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Get rid of that comment.
What busted my Nance in a Kleenex this morning?
Hey, fuck this guy.
I did that in the 80s, okay? That is old
Say
hat.
something, Ryan. Just be done with that guy.
I can't even tell you who I busted it first with, okay?
It's Mark Glassman.
We block that one particular troll so we stop having
to keep it up all night.
That's what she is.
You know, hopefully after I start getting some of these tea injections.
when you hey Paul, when you see the old AccuJack, you're gonna be in a whole other world.
Hold on a minute. Remember, oh God, here we go with this before we close this out. Ladies and gentlemen from the Dewey, Cheatham and Howell law firm, if you are a male member and you ever used one of these for potential sexual gratification and got it stuck, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
That's crazy.
But not by Davy Jones. And I'm so pissed, Amazon. This thing came creased. You fuckers. How dare you, Amazon?
I'm also annoyed that they didn't include the Davy Jones in the bathtub photo with that, because for that era they should have.
Oh my. Anyway.
Oh yeah, he's totally butt naked in it. It's great. I love it.
It's good to see you again, Jen.
It was literally printed out on my wall for years.
Probably.
It's good to see you again, Jen.
All right. So, like and sub if you haven't. Thank you, people. This channel is growing. It's getting huge. It is getting yes. All right. I love you all. Take care.
Glassman.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, everybody. I always part my